Alright, with that, we'll get started. As our other players have no doubt noticed already, we have 2 new players joining us this week. So, starting at the top, Gold, can you please give us a introduction to yourself, your history with Pathfinder?
Okay, so I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since 2007. I started with Dungeons and Dragons 4th edition. I also played Pathfinder 1E, Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, Pathfinder 2E, and Starfinder. And my character here is Ordained Dune. He is a sorcerer, an arcane sorcerer that is also the wizard dedication archetype, so he is really arcane to the max here.
Alright, awesome. And Mudun, can you give us a quick introduction to yourself?
Alright, Dune, I have some experience with Pathfinder 1E, but this will be the first 2nd edition game I've played. I'm playing Miri, the catfolk monk.
Alright, good stuff. Okay, we'll get started here. Would any of our players that were here last week like to... not last week. None of us were here.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Would anybody like to recap what went on? Awesome. Okay, so our players, after passing their entrance exam into the Magambia, were then began their 1 year of community service to the people of Natambu. And as such, their fellow students inspired Dormitory teamed up to each give them 5 tasks to complete in order to, prove that they're willing to put the community above themselves and, work for the betterment of society. So they bought some chickens, delivered some mail.
Yeah, we did.
We delivered that mail so hard. They drove some gremlins out of a storage facility with the help of their null friend Anchor Root. Then they went around the place gathering ingredients in order to enchant some silver bells. They blew up the most horrific monster in all of Pathfinder, just like with a single shot. Pretty good.
Sorry. Good to see.
Yeah. Got poisoned. And then after all that effort, failed to finish the ritual. So that was a bummer.
The ritual
was a learning
was
experience.
impossible.
Ritual?
You're right. They set you up for failure there.
Obviously.
Yeah. And then they told their stories to the final 2 classmates before they went off to officially get inducted into the Magambia. However, before their teacher arrived, they were ambushed by two gremlins who almost killed a bear, almost killed another student. They just barely escaped with their lives before Alexis just turned one of them into like a fine red mist. And, let's see. Hawk's character, whose name is...
Mott.
Yeah, Mott. He, using his manly oracle powers, managed to read one of their minds and had a vision of a man made of stone, somehow connected with his gremlin attack. Dun dun dun. And with that, we exit Chapter 1. Orientation, and we enter into the world of Chapter 2, known as the First of Many. And so, as with last time, we start this chapter out with a cool bit of lore. And so, here we go with that. Enjoy that art. as the narrator of the story, which I guess is me, regales us with a folk tale. And it goes a little something like this. When the world was still young and there were few tales to spin by the firelight, there was a young woman who lived near the base of a mountain. Some say it was the tallest mountain to have ever existed, but who can say for sure now? What matters is that one day she heard whispers of the rain and the caress of the winds and followed them up to the mountain. She stayed there for a day and a night and returned when next dawn broke. "Where did you go?" her family asked. She replied, "I walked up the mountain and the rains told me secrets of how to move them." And though no one understood, village life moved on. As the weather turned crisp, a stark spark landed on the drying grasses, and the fire followed would have immolated the village. While the people scrambled to get their buckets and bowls and blankets to quench the blaze, the woman who had walked up the mountain stepped forth. Her words and hands swept the river over the fire and put it out in an instant. The people stared, unable to understand what they had seen, before all crying out at once. "You can command the river!" someone exclaimed. "You must be a god." "No," she insisted softly as she backed away. "I simply listened to the winds and the rains, and they showed me ways I can help." "The rains, of course," cried the farmer. "Then you will bless us with healthy crops." "And you must bring us river fish," cried a fisherman, "and ease our weary backs." More demands rang out from the people. "Heal the sick, raise the house, bless a child, find the truth, grace a marriage, bring justice, bring peace, give love, give joy, give and give and give." The woman backed further and further from the demands until she felt the cool stone of the mountain behind her. The mountain had never asked her for anything, despite all that she had given. She retreated further and became one with the mountain, escaping the incessant demands of her village forever. Thus the moral: magic can do much, but those who wield it deserve respect and peace, lest they vanish like the woman into the mountain. So there you go. There's a story
Amen.
shared to you by your classmates. What was that, Topher? What'd you say?
Amen.
Amen. Amen. Screw social programs. Every man for himself. So the way we're going to start out this session is we're going to have a small scene with our players who have already been here, and then we're going to introduce our new characters to the world. So now that you guys have been allowed to participate in classes at the Magambia to learn the secret ways of magic and sorcery and druidry and bardery and witchery, you guys begin your classes. So at some point during your introductory phase, we see the four of you are gathered into a classroom somewhere in the beautiful campus of Magambia. You guys are throwing paper wads at the back of each other's heads and doing other classic student things. In my case, it would be you wouldn't be there at all, and you'd come in 10 minutes after class started. Here she is. And so after about 5 minutes, you guys are all looking at the clock on the wall, and you're like, oh, all right, 10 more minutes, and we get to go. That's the law. When a woman, a tall female human naturalist, if you must know, chaotic neutral, she walks into the room. She has like a very nice scarf on and a very, very beautiful outfit, and she comes in. All the students kind of quiet down as they're trying to gauge their feel for her. Essie, your like dorm mother, she has this class with you guys, so she's like, "Hey, come sit with me. Let's have class together." And so this teacher comes to the front of the class, and she writes her name on the chalkboard. She is Koride Ulawa, and she writes that out, and she says, "I will be your teacher for magical ecology. And she has a stack of papers with her, so she goes to the first person in the row of her classroom, and she hands this stack of papers to them, and she's like, take one, pass them around. And so that student does so, passes all these around, until everybody has a document labeled syllabus in their hands. And she looks out the class, and she says, okay, does everybody have a syllabus? The class goes, yeah, we all have a syllabus. And she says, good. All right, read over that syllabus and meet me again next week. And she erases her name off the chalkboard and walks out the room. And everybody in classes jaws drop to the floor, and Essie stands up and she's like, wait a second. That's not a lesson. You're here to teach us. And Instructor Kuride, she rolls her eyes and she says, the first day of class is only ever us going over the syllabus, so let's cut out the middleman and you read it yourself. And she claps her hands together for a job well done and walks out the class. And everybody sits there for a few moments and they're like, oh, she's serious. And they start packing up, and you guys can see that Essie has her face is turning a shade of red as she has her fist clenched. She's quite outraged at the performance of this first class of the Magambian school year. And she looks to her fellow members of Spire Dormitory. Alexis, Mott, Hirashi, and the other one, Vin. And she says, can you believe that?
Seems rational to me. I mean, I don't know how school works, but read the syllabus.
Did no one check out this instructor on Rate My Professor Encyclopedias? I'm going to take that as a no.
I really should have done that. Wow. I forgot about that feature. And Arashi, you are far too easygoing for your own good.
I'm just reading the syllabus.
Oh, I think it's highly disappointing that the teacher would act in this fashion, but I have known plenty of people to make a bad first impression. Perhaps in a week we will see that she has much to teach us. Mm-hmm. And in the meantime, more time to work on our personal projects.
Out of character, that's pretty accurate for first day class.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 100%. That was my experience for most of my classes.
Yep.
So Essie huffs and she says, I guess you have a point. I will seek to be patient with this instructor. She picks up the syllabus, packs up her stuff, and heads home. And so with that, some weeks pass, classes go on. And eventually, as you guys are getting situated to the flow of the Magambia, I don't know, you guys are out in the lobby or something, chilling out, reading books, doing homework, poring over the syllabuses when you see Essie.
In the commons.
Yeah.
Just chilling.
Playing foosball, playing hacky sack. And you see Essie coming up coming through the main atrium way with two new students that you've not had. Well, you might have had the pleasure of seeing them. They've been around, but they weren't PCs until now, so you really had no reason to give them any value at all. But now, as they go through the hallway, they have the look of destiny about them, suddenly animated by free will and genius.
Our PC halos are on.
Yeah, that's exactly.
They've suddenly got a character design instead of being on the standard animation frame.
Yeah.
Unique sprites.
So she comes through and she is like, that's You know, she points towards the cat man that's chilling out by the door, sleeping in front of the building like a homeless man. She says, "That's Chazir. He's useless." She takes you down further, and she says, "This is Ignancy. He's our local alchemist. He's going to, as soon as he meets you, tell you that he offers alchemical services. So don't be off put by that. He's very self-conscious." And she's like, "Oh, Mott." And she walks over towards you, and please, our new players. What does Mott see? Who is Essie escorting into Spire Dormitory today?
Hello, my name is Mordain. Nice to meet you.
What's Mordain look like? Who are we dealing with?
That's Mordain right there. I can't enlarge him, but he's on the right side, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what button it is to enlarge for everyone to see, but it's that guy with the...
Don't worry, I got you.
Yeah, that guy. Thanks. And he is actually a fetchling, so he's probably a little bit better than that. I just couldn't find a exact token to match what he looked like. That's pretty much what he would look like there.
Alrighty. And what's our other character look like? Shissy?
Who's Chissy?
I don't know. This character sheet. Who's this belong to? That's you. Alright, so what's your character's name?
Wait, that's my character sheet?
Yeah. Oh, have you filled it in? Oh, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Well, good homework for you for next week. No problem. So, yeah.
So was that name like randomly generated or something?
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. The first name, see the first name, I was like, that's a pre-generated name. But the second name, like, actually looks like a real name, like a real fantasy name. So I was like, oh, he must have done it. My bad.
I did not. Well, whatever. I'll keep the last name then.
You don't have to, man. It's your character.
Well, I'll figure it out later. Hi, I'm Miri. It's nice to meet you. She's a short, carousel-looking catfolk. Because that's what I found a picture of.
Miri, Mordain, pleasure to meet you. I am Mott, from the Shy Village, not far from here. I take it you are new members of our dormitory?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Was Spider
Yes.
Door? Or
Yes, Spire.
Spire.
You've no doubt on your way in saw the 4 rather outstanding spires that grace the otherwise single-story and squat building. I was just going over some of my homework. I hope you all are happy and find a way to make yourself comfortable here. If you'd like, I can... Oh, Icy is helping you. I could show you some of the empty rooms, though, if you wish to make yourselves more comfortable.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Essie nods her head, so she says, "Oh yeah, feel free. They shall be rooming with us since their dormitory had a unexpected gas leak."
Yes,
Everybody's
I
getting
had
shuffled
heard.
around.
There have been quite a few geological activities lately. Over here is Miss Alexis. She is a good friend of mine, and I'm sure she will be one of yours as well. And Mott sort of stands up. He's dressed like very plainly, like slightly patterned, like gray and brown clothing. He does have like several like a satchel that's like bulging with papers and booklets and other things. And his skin has a slightly bluish tinge to it. But he walks over to where Alexis is hanging out in the common area and makes an introduction of Miri and Mordain to Alexis.
Hey, Miri. Hey, Modane. My name's Alexis Skywalker. As she sips on as she shakes her iced coffee and boba. Nice to meet you all.
Hello.
Nice to meet you as well.
If you hear any singing or gunshots, it's for me.
Yes.
What's that?
If you hear any gunshots or singing, it's for me. Smiley face.
Out
a
of character
loud
question. How
noise
common
like
are
thunder.
Not,
so?
guns are not too common.
All right.
Miss Alexis has quite a fascinating armament. Somewhere around here are my good friends Arashi and Vin as well. But first, let me show you to some of the open rooms. They're just here around the corner. And Mott leads them sort of to the southeast portion of the building, where there are still a few rooms open. He gestures down towards the far east end of the hall and says, down that way, you'll find the bath and washroom and such things. But these rooms here, there are 2 still open. The others occupied by myself, Vin, Arashi, everyone. I'm sure you'll be most excited to meet them. Why don't you make yourselves comfortable and unpack, and I will see if I can find Arashi and Vin. I could have sworn I saw them just a moment ago.
According to this map, they are bathing with each other.
I think they might be in the washroom again. Let's go grab them, okay?
We're trapped in there.
Oh, you don't have permission to go through the door? That's hilarious. Hey.
Yeah.
It is at this moment that you see bounding down the hallways at full speed a bear.
He's an adult bear now, right?
No, he's still young.
Damn.
Yeah, Mott sees this and his eyes goes wide, and I should say, "Oh, I should have said the bear is normal. Do not. It's a normal. This is normal. This is not unusual for the bear to be here."
Oh, I'll take your word for it.
Seeing you, the bear slows to a stride and then starts sniffing around the cushions in the empty entryway. Finds one particularly interesting, buries its nose in it, and then pulls out a dead rat.
Filthy.
Running
Yes.
it back down the hallway towards a halfling who praises the bear for finding the treat.
You see Ganansi come running around the corner, and he's like, Vin, I told you to stop hunting rats. This is not how we behave in a civilized society.
The somewhat roughshod-looking halfling just looks up from the bear. How do you guys play hide and seek?
Yeah.
Typically with my eyes and ears. I do not smell well. Smell good? I do not smell.
Alright, apparently my headset turned off, so
Dude,
I
Ma had
missed
COVID.
everything. What?
Ma had
They're,
COVID.
Yeah, Ma has COVID was the moral of the story.
Lost his sense of smell. Vin, have you seen Arashi? I wish to introduce our new dormitory mates. This is Mordain and Mira, who have just joined us.
Hi, I'm Arashi. I'm always available for consultation or advice. Let me start you off by informing you that there is a building on this very campus which will feed you twice a day for free.
Yes, I should have been clearer. My apologies. Miria and Mordain are existing students. They are merely transferring dorms after the sinkhole/gas leak.
Every time we mention it, I want it to get worse.
Oh, you mean where the fire happened?
Yes, where the flammable gases caught fire while the building collapsed, trapping
Well,
several.
did you guys know about the food place?
How new are we as students compared to everyone else here?
Now through the method of storytelling, you guys have been here like the same amount of time. You're just in different dorms than them.
Oh. I hadn't really gotten a chance to know the area too well before the fire and the gas leak.
Well,
Yes,
after
well, we
the
will have
flood,
many
I'm sure
chances
you.
to. Oh, I'm sorry, Harashi. I get a little bit excited when I meet new people. I will let my comrade speak.
Well, maybe once they've cleared the flood, you'll be able to return to your dormitory.
Not likely. I think they're still working on the nuclear fallout.
Oh god. Dude, you just wait until we get later in this campaign, and then we'll actually talk about nuclear fallout.
That's where the final boss is.
Yeah.
Canon.
Oh my
Called it.
I'll see what I can do to work that into the story.
So, Miri, Mordain, what areas of study are you interested in, and what brought you to the Magambia?
I came here to study wizardry, and I'm here because I want to improve upon my arcane.
Wonderful, a very laudable goal.
Oh, I'm here to learn wizardry too, but well, I'm kind of a martial artist, and I've been trying to. Do you know what ki is?
I am, at best, I've heard of it once, but I don't know anything about it, really. I would love to hear more.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to learn about it from someone who isn't me. But it's basically punching magic. You're supposed to learn it by, like, meditating and, like, knowing your place in the universe or whatever, but not great at that. So I was kind of hoping to, I don't know, maybe attack it from a different angle, because if I couldn't learn about it through mastery of punching, maybe mastery of magic would help?
I see. Yes, I often find when I'm confronted with a problem, a system that I don't understand, attacking it from a new direction is exactly what is required. I think there is a great deal of wisdom in this idea.
Okay. Oh, if you're speaking Madoon, we can't hear you.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay. Sweet. Sensing that lull in the conversation, and with these new players, we sense a strong kinship between characters forming, and so with that, we move forward in time, and so our new players get the enviable experience of a brand new mechanic being introduced as soon as they come into the fold.
Dun, 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 dun.
So, as you guys enter into wizarding school, you of course take classes and you learn more about the universe to control your magic. You all dual class as wizards, except for one of you who becomes a druid.
Wait, someone became a druid?
Yeah,
Who's a druid here? Who's a druid?
Am I seriously the only one?
Yeah.
because druids
That's
are lame,
hilarious.
bro.
That's hilarious.
A lot of what they have is attack spells, and if you're not, like, a main class character, those aren't great.
We can heal us, hey.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I'm dumping something in everybody's handouts. So as you are entering the Magambia, you are going about your own personal fields of study to advance yourselves on your track of wizardry and druidry. And so part of the method in order to advance this is that you participate in one of the 5 branches of magic that the Magambia has to offer. Well, it's not necessarily magic, it's more like they study different things. So our players who are here, they already did some chores for these guys. But everybody gets to go through this. So there are the 5 branches, which are the Cascade Bearers. They esteem imagination, from the dreams of the most visionary magical theorists to the innovations of creative problem solvers of all stripes. They are the ones that had you enchant the bells in order to keep the goblins away. Then there are the Emerald Bowels, who emphasize camaraderie. Oh my goodness, I'm dyslexic.
Camaraderie.
Yeah, that one.
Camaraderie.
friendship, community, the sense of community and connection to fellow Magambians. They also interact with those on the outside of Magambia to spread the Academy's message. So those are the guys that are having you deliver mail. They're the Rain Scribes, who value adaptability in thoughts and deeds, as well as willingness to admit errors and to learn from past mistakes. So those were the guys that had you find those magical chickens. There's the Tempest Sun Mages, who inspire valor, not only the physical courage to stand up for the friends of the school, but also the intellectual courage to consider opposing viewpoints and widen one's understanding rather than staying entrenched in a single paradigm. You can tell they're the Gryffindor because they get the longest paragraph. Those are the guys that had you drive the gremlins out of the school. And then finally there's the Uzun Jati. They understand that knowledge lives on in stories, passed down through the generations, and is also earned
Right-click
every day
reopen.
through personal experience.
Nope. On.
So as I was reading through those, I was like, well, the storytellers are the lamest ones. But then I was like, wait a second. I'm an inspiring writer, so that's exactly what I want to be. So there you go. Alrighty, so as chapter 2 takes place after a time skip, we're going to roll for our studies to see how good we are as students. And part of what that roll will encompass depends on which of these branches that you learn from. So if you scroll down onto the handout, you see each of the five.
Inside in a circle, and he's doing the inner circle.
Each of the 5 branches has like 3 skills associated with them, so it's kind of like reflect what you'll be rolling in order to make better, in order to study magic under these guys.
Sweet, I have none of these.
Ruh-roh. All right, so just so gold doesn't go first every time, then what branch are you thinking? Eventually you can take 2 branches, but for now it's just which of the branches are you like kind of apprenticing under this time around? Not this time around. To begin with, which of the branches are you teaming up with?
She volunteered to take cats that are like have health issues, but she loves the
Probably the Rains.
Yeah, I think that sounds very Vin. Okay. And so with that, you're going to make your study roll, which is a DC 16 check. And you're going to be using your medicine, nature, or survival skill in order to roll for it.
Oh, hold on.
No worries. I'm mad patient. Oh, yeah, don't forget to mark your skill on public. Okay, rolling a 13. Unfortunately, Vin is it's not quite.
I don't. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it.
Oh yeah, you got hero points for a reason. Oh man, I forgot to say because I didn't want to interrupt you guys. Arashi, I'm gonna give you a hero point for your social interaction earlier today. Because I enjoyed it. Okay, with a 13, Vin, yeah, you're far away from home, feeling a little homesick. You're not performing at an optimal rate. You don't crit fail, so that's fine. You just, You don't advance.
This is not how I'm used to learning.
Yeah, exactly. You just don't advance, as quickly as you would like. All right, Arashi, you also get the chance. One of you doesn't get the chance, and it's going to be a surprise who it is. Arashi, you're also advancing with one of these guys. Which of the branches most interests you?
Arashi is going to choose the Cascade Bearers.
All right, their skills are Arcana, Occultism, and Religion. So which of those will you be rolling with this time in order to try to advance your studies?
Arashi will throw himself into arcane matters.
All right.
See what happens.
All right, you get a 15. Do you want to use a hero? You need a 16. Do you want to use a hero point to try to...
Since I never, ever remember to use hero points, sure.
All right, there we go. Oh, man. Pretty good. All right, so you managed
exactly what I expected from Arashi.
Yeah. Let me see what this is. Okay, so you get into this new environment, and then at first you're pretty freaked out. It's not really like the community that you're a part of, but and during like the first half of this like trimester or whatever you're going through, you do pretty poorly. But Arashi, I don't know, what's that hero point reflect? How do you like strap down and get into this? Describe it to me.
Arashi learns a little humility. He's used to always having the answers, but this time he actually really needs to focus. He's never been to a school before.
Oh, okay. That's very good. I like that. And so with that, you advance into the first, the first tier of the Cascade Bears. And so...
Yay!
Yeah, with that, you at the first level in a branch, you learn more of the Magambia's deep well of lore associated with your branch. You gain additional lore feat and a lore skill associated with the branch. So, the Cascade Bears, their lore is Academia lore. So you get a free lore skill associated with that of your choosing. So, congratulations.
Awesome.
All right. Moving up, we have Mudun. Which of the branches are you interested in? Your characters.
I was looking at the Tempest Sun mages, but I don't have Intimidation or Performance. I do have Warfare lore. Can I roll that?
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Alright, so just...
Alright, so ruling exactly what you need. You're doing very well in your studies. Proceeding exactly to your your academic...
Oh yeah, the bare minimum, just like my real academic career.
Hell yeah, man. Let's see. And so you also advance to the first level, the Tempest Sun mages. So you gain, as well, a free lore skill associated with Warfare lore. Or not skill, talent. Alrighty. Alexis Skywalker.
Seeing as she is horrible in all those skills except for performance, she is going to decide and go into the Tempest Sun mages.
Oh man. I've decided that your story will be constantly being pulled back into your family business.
Yep. Even though she wants to be a pop idol, she just has to have that warfare going on.
Alright. So I can only assume you're going to roll performance.
Of course, you know it. Alright. Oh, hero point that. Come on, Alexis. You know you can sing.
There we go.
There you go.
Alright, so yeah, much like Arashi, you had a bad first few weeks here at the school. You weren't, nothing was going right. You walked into class one day with toilet paper on your shoe, and the mean girls were making fun of you, but you managed to turn around. You used a hero point. You expressed your will and genius onto the world to put good in the world. So how'd you do it, Alexis?
I just practiced my singing, and the mean girls that were mean to me, I decided to kill them with kindness and be mean back to them in a very what's the word? In a very like passive aggressive way, so that way they won't mess with me anymore.
All right. Now you cannot start census with kill them because.
Yeah, that's kind of where my head went to too. The gunslinger killed him. Oh, cool.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Kill them with kindness. No, or how about
Is that the name of your gun thing?
Oh, Nevea.
All right, so you also gain a free. What's the terminology so I can stop saying this wrong?
Lore?
An additional lore feat. It's a feat for warfare lore.
Yay, warfare.
Yeah, warfare's awesome.
I think it's just I think it's just a lore skill.
All right.
Oh, so it just trains you, and maybe I should have picked something else then.
Well, they get better as they go. That was just your baby one. All right, thank you, Alexis, for your delicious offering today. Hawk, what's Mott doing?
Yeah, Mott is like really. I think the thing about Mott here is that he tries to convince people to let him like join like 3 or 4 different groups at once. Like he just desperately wants to learn everything. But by the time he's like a week or 2 in, and it has been made clear to him that he can't be in the Cascade Bearers, the Rain Scribes, the Tempest Sun Mages, the Uzunjati, and the Emerald Bows, he like, I guess, grumpily or maybe even like with a lot of anxiety about making this decision and being wrong in the future, like elects to follow up with the Uzunjati.
All right, I think that's very fitting for Mott. Alrighty, so you can roll a crafting or lore in order to study with them.
Awesome. Yeah, Mott is devotes himself pretty heavily to his classes about like the lore of the local area. So I'm going to go ahead and roll Nantambu lore.
Oh my goodness.
Which goes extremely well.
Yes. I'm glad someone critted. And I looked it up just because I hate feeling like an idiot. You get the feat additional lore, which makes you trained in whatever the lore is of their chains. So there we go.
And that weird hyper Pathfinder stuff.
Yeah.
The language is so hard to parse.
Okay, for a crit, I'm pretty sure you just move up 2 levels, but let me make sure. A critical success, incredible results. You ace every exam and cause a stir that all the instructors notice. Increase the level of the branch you choose by 2. So there you go. Everybody's really talking about. As if Mott wasn't already doing well enough in school. Yeah.
Nobody is jealous. Don't suggest that.
We're just gonna copy off your test next time, so next to me, Mott.
You're in a different branch.
I'd be more than happy to help you study for your classes with Uzunjati.
Yeah. Okay, so at level 1, you gain an additional lore feat for any lore you want, so pretty good.
I'm going to take Gremlin lore.
Perfect, there we go.
I'm just saying it's kind of rude that they give him 2 and they don't even give me 1.
Yeah. Hey, gotta come back next time with the comeback.
It's all right.
And they're so impressed. They're like, you know what? Let's teach them a little bit more. Let's let them further into what we have to offer. At 2nd level in a branch, you learn about the history of the branch and the Magambi in general. Gain a +1 circumstance bonus to recall knowledge about the Magambia, the tenets or history of your branch, and members of your branch.
Cool.
Yeah. All right, Shazam. And finally, finishing off with Mordain. What branch are you thinking about going into?
Mordain is going to go into the Rain Scribes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah!
Spent a little bit sometime outdoors and stuff, being a plant whisperer as his background, so try it.
Hey, there we go.
Cool.
Yeah, your studies go well. You fulfill everybody's as expected of Mordain Dune. And you gain an additional lore for a specific type of terrain, like forest lore.
Cool.
Probably jungle lore for that's where all the fights have been taking place so far.
Jungle's not one of the terrains you can choose, although forest is.
We'll do that.
He's gonna go with swamp right now.
Okay, there we go. And thus ends our first study session of Strength of Thousands, Kindled Magic. So it's been a few weeks since we've begun our studies at the Magambia. Some people are excelling, some people have made no progress at all. Not an issue, everybody learns at their own pace. Let's all do our best not to compare ourselves to those around us.
Nobody compare yourself to the fucking druid.
Yeah, they're like, I'm just saying, he went druid and he's not doing very well in school. He doesn't fit around here. So at some point during all this, a student, Anchor Root, the beautiful Anchor Root, comes up to you guys as you're chilling in the quad.
Wait, Anchor Root comes up to us?
Yeah, it's a dire situation if she's willing to make this move. But you guys are playing hacky sack, and she comes up towards you, and she stands in front of your group, making herself known. Looks down at her feet and begins to twiddle her fingers.
I also look down at her feet.
After a few moments, it becomes clear to you that you guys are going to have to engage this conversation.
Are you playing a game with your fingers?
She says, no. She clears her throat.
Your demeanor suggests you want to speak.
She says, Instructor Ulawa asked me to come get you guys to report to her office. I'm sorry. She runs off.
Are we in trouble, guys?
Well, if we weren't in trouble before, we are late now. She's been standing there for like 30 minutes.
Give yourself a hero point for that.
I'm sorry, who was that?
Oh, sorry. That's Anchor Root. Anchor Root has severe social anxiety.
That's the best we can describe it, yeah.
Yes, she lives in our dormitory, and she likes bugs, is my understanding.
And the chicken.
Oh yeah, she has a pet chicken.
Oh, that does explain why she seems so nervous. Wonder why she was chosen to send the message.
A fascinating question. We shall have to ask the instructor.
Alright. So you guys, boop, boop, boop. You guys stow away the hacky sack and start walking up towards the Heron Archives. And as you guys get to about this point, Shazir, our beautiful cat folk, our other beautiful cat folk. He's leaning against a tree. He's tossing a bag up and down in the air. He sees you guys crossing his path, and he's like, "Hey, I heard you guys were heading over to Instructor Ulawa's office."
Yeah, why?
He
Do you have an alibi you need to feed us?
He says, well, I'm working on a potion right now that, I don't know, I'm pretty excited about it, and I need some special ingredients in order to get it working. I was hoping I could maybe recruit you guys to, give me those ingredients.
Why do I feel like I want plausible deniability on this?
Maybe we can do it in our free time, but right now I think we're in trouble.
Oh, well, that's the rub. You're heading over to Ulawa's office, and the thing I need is some grasshoppers, some blue grasshoppers that she has in her office.
And you do not ask her because?
Because she does not give away her bugs to anybody.
Yes. And she totally hates me.
I wonder why. Wink, wink.
I don't know. Everybody loves me. So yeah, if you guys would be willing...
that's fair. I actually do like this guy.
So if you guys would be willing to, as you're going in and out of her office, snag me a few grasshoppers, I'd be willing to share my concoction with the group.
Tell me more about your concoction.
Well, have you ever been on the ground and you look up at a tree and you think, damn, I'd like to sleep up in that branch, but I don't want to climb the tree?
No.
All right, it's a very niche feeling, I'll admit, but I've had it. Well, I'm creating a potion that will help me jump from where I am to higher up. It's like a ladder, but with your legs.
Okay.
Well, you just learned the jump spell.
Well, that's the thing. The potion gives you the quality of the jump spell in the form of a potion. If you must know.
Yes, it is much more difficult to sell a jump spell and much easier to sell a potion.
My man.
If one were concerned with that.
Exactly. Mott knows what I'm talking about. So, while you're in the office getting berated by her, just keep me in mind.
I will try to do this with you on one condition.
What's that condition?
You have to help me study because I am behind.
Damn. He sighs and he says, "Oh, all right. You drive a hard bargain, man, but I'll..." He swallows as if swallowing a hairball. "Help you study."
A pleasure talking with you as always, Josiah.
Goodbye. I love you. Climbs up a tree.
Mott waits until he is well out of earshot and says, "I shall not be helping to steal grasshoppers. That feels inappropriate. But I will not stop you, nor am I what you would call a narc."
All right.
Yeah, I can't help but think I'm potentially making a horrible mistake. But adventure!
Yeah.
And he runs off towards,
So
Vin
you
runs
guys
off towards the
know
the office.
that kind of shady looking guy?
Yes, he is also in our dormitory. He is much more useful than his affect would suggest. He tends to sleep all around the dormitory, but his grades are good, and he knows his way in and around the grounds in a way that is very useful to have.
Oh.
Plus, he distills liquor in his room, which is sometimes useful.
All right. So we're helping him steal grasshoppers? That feels a little weird.
Do we have to steal them?
As the GM, no.
I mean, I was asking my fellows, but yeah, like perhaps.
In fact, there are many ways to obtain them, but I do not think the professor will simply give us her grasshoppers if we ask, unfortunately.
Maybe she could tell us the location where to grab the grasshoppers.
Ooh.
That sounds better. A more, what's the word? Upstanding to do.
All right.
I would have to agree with you.
Well, I'm good with this plan, but I don't have the most diverse skill set, so I'm going to have to follow your lead on this one.
Well, let us see why we are summoned, and perhaps we can make a mutually agreeable and beneficial deal.
Sounds like a plan.
All right.
Alright, so you guys make it up into the Heron Archives. You've been here before to talk to Instructor Oat. This is one of the 10 original buildings of the Magambia, built by the Ghost War or the Masked Warriors for Old Major Jatimbe. So you guys head up to the second story building where, you guys read that freaking syllabus, so you know where her office is, and you know her office hours. So, she equipped you to succeed, really. So you guys come into her office, and then I read the pre-written part of this adventure. Heavy curtains cover the windows in Teacher Ulawa's large office. Oh, she has a big office, right on. With several oil lamps emitting a low light. Oh, shoot, let me get this Sirenscape sound effect going for you guys.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. Shazam. It's like I'm there. A dizzying variety of glass encasements feature insects and reptiles, and a large cage hanging in the corner holds a small and surly vulture. That is awesome. Bookshelves are stuffed with paper, scrolls, and tomes in orderly piles. Shadow boxes on the walls hold dead insects pinned open to display their inner anatomy. So she sees you guys come in, and she's reading the Magambia version of Vogue magazine. And she has her legs up on her desk, and she sees you come in. She sets the magazine down. You might have heard I'm the insect expert around here, says Teacher Ulawa, looking up from a scroll and tucking an errant piece of her headscarf back into place. That means that when the school has bug problems, they like to make it my problem. And since your group is still on your prerequisite period for the community service owed by each student to the Magambia, I'm making it your problem. Something, or some, or more likely, several unrelated and coincidental things that have no bearing onto a greater plot that lead into a 6-book adventure path, have been disturbing insects around the Magambia, enough to threaten the ecological balance if left unchecked. Anchor root. And as she says the word anchor root, you see a small smile come onto her face. And a few others. And as soon as she stops talking about anchor root, the smile leaves, and she has a dismissive look on her face as she talks about others, have told me that something seems to be agitating them. For a moment, genuine concern crosses Teacher Ulawa's face. Proof that perhaps she's not as dismissive or disaffected as she seems. But that look quickly fades. Go to the place on this list, take a note of any strange activity, and collect insect samples for me. Take immense care when collecting these samples. Further disruption could cause problems that I'd rather avoid. She flaps a dismissive hand and returns to her work. Oh, and do remember to wash thoroughly before returning my samples.
Professor Alawa, we got a quick question.
Yes.
So when collecting samples, do they have to be like dead or alive still?
They have to be alive, Alexis, so I can observe their behavior.
You didn't say in the syllabus.
Alright, that's a hero point for very good snark.
While Alexis is handily distracting this professor, I would like to peer around this environment to where I might find blue grasshoppers.
Yes, please perceive.
Just absolute dog shit.
There's so many bugs in here, man. And you're looking around. And...
I'm so nervous.
I'll take a shot at seeing if I could see the blue grasshoppers.
Okay. Oh,
I do not.
you just like.
I'm
Can't-
sorry, I got my stank on you.
You just can't stop staring at that vulture, like in the corner, and just like staring at you guys. Yeah.
At one point, Miri and I are both kind of staring at the vulture, and I just kind of look over at Miri and I'm like, "Yeah, I think it's watching us. Like it's definitely watching us."
I can find him.
Oh, 100% it's watching us.
It can smell death on the.
Are y'all just looking at the vulture now?
Yeah, slowly one by one, everybody's heads just like turn and focus on this vulture.
Yeah, how about we just ask the professor instead, as Alexis whispers to her comrades.
About the vulture?
No, about the grasshoppers or crickets.
I mean, have you seen this vulture though?
Let me try perceiving the vulture too.
Mott smiles as everyone else is milling about and like examining everything and says, I wanted to compliment you, instructor, on your fine collection here. There are many insects that I have never seen before in the jungle in this area. Have you collected them from far afield as well?
Oh yes, I've ordered them from all over the continent and as far as Talden.
My,
Or Talbot,
that is
sorry.
some way. I had heard that you had a fine collection of crickets and grasshoppers in all variety of shades and colors. A friend of ours made mention of blue grasshoppers and said that they had fascinating properties.
Oh, she's like kind of liked her subject of story, so she says, "Oh yes, you're referring to the the Osirian blue grasshoppers, of course." And she, directs your vision towards the, 3 to the right, 2 down. You see a cage full of blue grasshoppers jumping about, stinking up the place.
They are extremely beautiful. And you said they are Osirian? And certainly only at home in that desert environment, but you keep them so handily here.
Oh yes, I have their cage environmentally controlled to reflect the environment. They may not look like it in that cage, but those guys can jump 20 feet into the air.
That is fascinating and a worthy skill to emulate.
As I say that out loud, I'm like, is that actually that impressive for a grasshopper? Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty tall.
It's higher than I could jump.
That's like going from one story to the other.
It's over a house, man.
Yeah, that's almost like 3 people.
Imagine that eating your crops, just like, wow.
I'm gonna make a insect lore check to see if I can impress the instructor by knowledgeably commenting on her grasshoppers.
Okay.
God damn, that Arashi's lore has come in handy so often. I love it.
It's not that great.
Hey, insect lore is like on point.
Yeah, you, Arashi, how do the grasshoppers taste?
I hear that they taste a little bit like raisins.
She squints at you and says, "Please do not consume my specimens.
If you say so.
But of course, but I was wondering perhaps if you might be so kind as to lend us one or two as a sample ourselves. I have been working with several of my comrades on distilling any number of elixirs and potions, and perhaps they would make a worthy comparison or test subject.
Ooh, okay, give me a...
Yeah. Out of character, probably wasn't smart to tell her that we were going to kill him.
Yeah,
Probably should have gone for more of a, we want to study them as a personal project angle.
Or maybe find out. Where
Go ahead and give me a diplomacy check. It's going to be DC 18.
I would like to use guided,
Okay.
seeing as he's helping me out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that so much.
Oh, and she says, "Oh, are you planning on making a potion of leaping?"
I had hoped to experiment in that direction, yes.
Oh, yes, fascinating stuff. If you use one of, a pair of the blue Assyriani grasshoppers, it's much more effective than the, classic Frog Lake route that many people go. Much more efficient. And she says, "Sure, Mont, as the star student of the Magambia, I feel like I'd be doing the world a disservice by denying these to you." She says, "Yeah, reach in there and grab a pair to further your studies."
Thank you most kindly. And Mott is going to pause before he reaches in there and grab a glass or clay jar from his satchel and pull it out and verify that it's empty and gently scoop one or two in to that. And then he turns back to his companions and smiles and says, "Now then, I believe we have other samples to gather for the noble instructor."
So what's it like only being able to roll crits? Is it a good life?
Pretty good. It's a pretty good lifestyle.
Must be nice.
Or does challenge lose its, it's nothing to challenge anymore, so it all just loses its luster?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
there's
have
no
Alexander the
savor to
Great
anything.
syndrome,
Mott
Everything's
demonstrating
too
the
easy.
benefits of homeschooling.
What was that, Mudun?
he has Alexander the Great syndrome. Everything's too easy. Is this really worth doing?
Yeah.
Therefore, he will conquer the world someday.
So we got the list of what we're looking for from the professor.
Yeah, she lists 4 locations that have reported increased bug activity, and that is Spire Dormitory, the Leshy Gardens, the Speaker Stage, and the kitchen have all reported problems. So I believe all those are marked except the Speaker Stage.
Alright. And I don't know if someone from our study group wants to ask Anchor Root if she wants to come with. Who knows her better?
A wonderful idea. Vin, why don't you go ask Anchor Root? You seem to hit it off with her very well.
She hates
Never mind.
and her chicken hates me even more.
I mean, out of character, I'd do it, but my talkie skills aren't great.
I will go though to try and improve my relationship with
All right. It'd be funny to me if you guys are permanently expecting to be ambushed by gnolls now or by gremlins now, so you always want to have Anchor Root around to protect you.
I have no idea what happened there, so
Yes, this is true. All right. So Vin, I guess I want to do this as a group, so we're all heading to the Spire Dormitory. But Vin's taking the charge. He wants to talk to Anchor. Sweet. So let me change the map. Shazam. All right, and you guys return home. You're like, there's that familiar stink. And I don't know, go over to Anchor Root. I should just like avoid trying to narrate walking places and just get into it. Your turn to Anchor Root. She's at the back of the dormitory. She's over here by the bathrooms or by the yes. Save me.
As I'm walking through, am I noticing a bug problem?
That's funny because you live here, so obviously you'd know if you had a bug problem. But no, you haven't seen hide nor hair of any bugs, and either at this moment or in the previous moments, except when you first entered the dormitory all those weeks ago, where you saw that Anchor Root was like having her chicken eat a bunch of the ants that were milling around. Yeah, but you see her. She's over by this wall. She's got a few potion samples that she's looking at and using Sharpie to like mark the Scotch tape on them. Bring us home, then. Show us what you got.
Just not. Can't move it. I don't think.
Whoop.
Never. Yeah, there. That's my character. I want to stop like here. I don't want to crowd her. Anchor Root?
Yes. Yes.
Could you help us with the bugs?
And
with the insects?
She tilts her head and she says, "Oh, you mean the centipede problem?"
Yes. I think I do.
And she sighs and says, "I've already done as much as I can do, but, my chicken's been eating everyone that pops up, but they're poisonous, and I'm afraid it's going to make them sick eventually."
So are the rest of us just like around the corner listening, or like what are we doing?
Yeah,
I'm definitely around the corner listening, just seeing even how Vin works his magic.
I'm delivering grasshoppers to Chazire and telling him that who really cared about this? Was it Vin who really wanted to be on his good side?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell him that Vin did all the work.
Oh, right on.
Oh, what a sweetie.
I'll start cooking. He lays down.
I don't like the way you said that.
Like crystal meth.
No, we all understood. I was just not saying anything to be polite.
Message received.
So that guy is 100% the reason why my dorm blew up before, right?
Yes, as I mentioned, he knows all about the tunnels beneath the grounds of Lagambia. We believe that he has caused the collapse of several buildings.
Such rich lore.
Faculty can't prove it, so he's still a student.
Yeah, so she says that her chicken's been eating all the centipedes that pop up in Spire Dormitory.
Anchor Root, do you know where they're coming from?
And she says, "Oh no, I haven't been able to, find any holes or anything. I'm sorry."
It's okay. You've done amazing work. You inspire me.
You think so?
I do.
All right. Then you can make a diplomacy check.
I am now trained in it. Not that it matters.
Hawk, what did you do to this man? What witchcraft
Listen.
did you perform on him?
I just do my worst. That's all I ever do.
All right. She.
Yeah, keep laughing. This is my highest rolls yet.
With tears in her eyes, she says, "Why are you always making fun of me?" And she gets up and runs past you. Ah! Passes all you guys, like, waiting in the corner, and runs into her room.
That makes me big sad.
Slamming the door.
Note to self, get some diplomacy.
Was that what we wanted?
Arashi,
No.
I don't think that's what we wanted. But we did learn that the insects were centipedes, though. Arashi, what would be driving the centipedes mad?
Let me think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
Let me aid you in thinking about that.
Yeah, I was just about ready to
I
roll
don't know.
something
The
like
word
that.
that I focused in on, and maybe this is just me being weird, was venomous. She did say venomous, right?
They're poisonous.
Oh, well then if we don't eat them, we're fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you're not bitten by them. Yeah, they are poisonous. Gold, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just trying to roll to see if he would know what was driving him mad. He
Yeah.
doesn't.
Oh.
Unless you want to give me something fun for the crit fail.
No, it's alright. Let's see. Okay, so Arashi putting his mind to the work, thinking about insects. Is possible that there's something that's displacing them from their environment, that's causing them all to migrate into like less dangerous climes, such as the Magambia.
I wonder if any tunnels run under here.
Oh yeah, you know for a fact that there are tunnels that. Oh wait, you guys failed that roll. Never. There's no tunnels
No,
under.
SE
No, we did.
SE showed us some.
Oh, that's right.
SE showed us one.
Okay, that's absolutely right. Yeah, you know there are tunnels that lead from the jungle into Spire Dormitory, but Professor Oat, Instructor Oat, also told you guys that there are usually magical wards that keep them away.
But would they keep something as small as a centipede away?
Oh, that's what they're usually for. They're just like for keeping pests away.
Oh, right. Yeah. I knew that.
So it's possible this has a magical origin if it's able, or it's something powerful enough that they're like willing to push through whatever the wards are that makes them feel uncomfortable to like pass through it in order to get here. Food for thought.
So maybe there's something that's attracting them?
Very plausibly. Why don't we see if we can find some of these centipedes here in the dormitory, and perhaps that will teach us something.
How would you like to perform your search?
Does anyone know what a centipede eats?
Leaves, probably, I'm thinking.
Perhaps we could set a trap.
Well, Arashi with that
I-
sick. Vin
I
knows
know.
that they're carnivores.
I know exactly what they eat.
Yeah, so Vin's able to, gather up a few other bugs that are not agitated or acting in swarms, and he places them in a few creases of
This is he?
the dormitory, and before long you see a few centipedes come out of the cracks and woodwork of the building and go to feast. And at that point, you're able to capture them for perusal.
Alexis and I are just standing there, and I just look at Alexis and I'm like, "That's nasty."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Hey, can you guys come get me if you need anything like punched or lifted or me to do a backflip over something? I'm gonna go check on Anchor Root. She seemed really, really upset by whatever Vin said to her.
Thank you,
All right, so
but also thank you, because I wanted to go after her, but it seemed like a bad idea.
I'm not any better at diplomacy, so I'm hoping I don't have to roll that.
all right, so you go up to a room and knock on her door.
Anchor Root, are you all right?
You hear sniffling on the other side. She's like, "Go away."
All right. If you want to talk, let me know.
You're just gonna make fun of me like Vin, aren't you?
I would never.
To be fair, I think it's like the second diplomacy roll I've crit failed with her.
Yes. It's amazing.
I know how many ranks I have in diplomacy.
She, the door creaks open, and she has a furry face, so you can't tell it's red, but she just has like snot dripping from her snout, and she's like,
It's okay. Vin's a big meanie, but it's okay.
He didn't even seem concerned that my chicken was getting poisoned.
Yeah, it's rough. Is there some way I could help with that?
And she shakes her head and she says, "No, Shazir made an anti-venom for him."
Okay, well, sounds like he could still use some help, so, why don't you take care of him?
She'll
And let me know if there's anything I can do, or anything that I can ask anyone else to do.
She says, "Okay, thanks."
Alright.
And she walks, closes the door behind her.
I turn around and the dorm's on fire. Hey guys, found out the centipedes burn. Alright, nah. So, while I'm doing that, what happens with everyone else?
Looks like Mordain is like meditating deeply on his his ancestry.
Yep, pretty much. For some reason, there's something showing up here on the bottom of my screen, like about my ancestry, and I can't get rid of it.
No. Well, best of luck.
It's like a weird message, like, or the feet ancestry on the bottom of my screen, like in white.
Oh man, I have no idea. It's on your character sheet or like the actual Roll20 sheet?
It's on the actual Roll20 sheet, below like all the names.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe reload the page. I've never seen it before.
maybe exit the game and then launch it again.
Yeah, it's probably a little glitch.
Yeah, I hit reloaded. I'm gonna have to exit Roll20 and then log back in real quick.
All right. Well, I have to use the bathroom very badly, so let's take that as a time to take a break, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
All right.
Da-da-da.
Really feeling the limitations of my limited skill set here, guys.
Are you only trained in like a couple of things?
Yeah, I'm not an imp-based character, so
That makes
Damn,
I
I got
athletics to do combat maneuvers. And I didn't know what everyone else had, so I picked up thievery and medicine.
Hey, we need medicine.
I was a little worried. I'm not good at it though. I'm trained, but I'm not great at it.
Don't worry, I'm at -1 int as well, so yeah, I feel you.
I'm not as bad as that, but I'm not great.
And you guys are trying to be wizards?
Hey, my character's
Wizardry
entire
is more
plan
of an attitude than an actual.
was to learn punching magic by attacking it from the other direction.
And excuse me, I'm gonna be a pop idol superstar, not a wizard.
I mean, we are going to school for magecraft.
I know, but
Ordain's being a wizard so he could have more powerful sorcerer spells. Combine feats with his spells there.
Out of character, I chose it because I wanted mage armor and mirror image.
oh yeah.
Those sound
Makes sense.
I mean, there's always lots of good spells that don't require a saving throw or an attack roll, right? Like,
less so for the druid than the wizard.
Stop bullying me.
Druids, well, I mean, like, I'm a 10 wisdom, 10 int character. If your stats are different, and actually we should probably have at least one druid. So good for you, man.
Just no more diplomacy checks, please.
Yeah, my highest stat is Dex. My second highest is Wisdom.
Yeah. I'm good at stealth, thievery, and acrobatics. I'm slightly less good, but still pretty good at athletics, and then I'm garbage at everything else. I'm trained in medicine and arcana, but that's not the same thing as being good at them.
Alrighty, I'm back. Everybody, Gold, were you able to solve your crisis?
Well, it's saying it's like a macro is basically what it is.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
I don't know how I got it below the names, but somehow I have a macro below the names that shows my ancestry feat.
That's super
I
cool.
even exited Roll 20 and put back in, like, the macro is still there.
That's what.
Well, you'll just have to keep reminding us that you're a fetchling.
Yeah. Yeah, excuse me, what was that? What were you again? Oh, fetchling, okay, yeah. Okay. You guys knocked the Spire Dormitory out like a couple bosses. You collect that first sample, you traumatize a gnoll back into her room. The best NPC in this campaign. You're just alienating her so hard. So with that,
I'm trying with my limited skill set, damn it.
No, we're proud of you. So with that, you have 3 more options. The Leshy Garden, and by options I mean mandatory places you have to go. The Leshy Gardens, the Speaker Stage, and the Kitchen. What are we feeling next, guys and gals?
the kitchen is quite close. We should go, perhaps, have lunch and see what we can find there.
I like the kitchen.
All right. Everybody feeling great about the kitchen? You guys start to make your way there. Before you do, Shazir walks out from behind a column as you guys are walking out of Spire Dormitory. Hey, kids. Great work getting me these grasshoppers. And to repay this kindness, I have brewed you all a potion.
If you really wanted to show kindness, you could share the formula.
That doesn't sound like me, hombre.
I'm sorry, what, Bray?
Let's see. I don't know. Something to say in Chiliacs.
Yikes.
I think that's the...
I don't have any relevant lore skills, so yeah, that's probably true.
Yeah, I think they're the equivalent of Spain. Let's see. Potion of Leaping. All players, all the time. Show to players. There you go.
And we each have one, or we have one.
That's a great question, man. He'll lean into Vin and say, "Let me out of studying, and I'll give everybody a potion."
Or the formula. We could let you out of studying and you could give us the formula.
Arashi.
Hey, that wasn't your deal. I just lean in really close, just like an inch away from his face. And I say, no.
Fine. So it's one potion for the group. And amid that, we head over to the kitchen. Home
So
of
it's one potion each?
it's one potion for the group.
All for the group. Okay.
Oh, well, he seems nice and not at all shady.
Yeah, I'm getting the studying out of this. Whoever wants the potion, have it.
I mean, I'll
Or
take
Dane
it if
already
nobody
has
else
quick
wants
jump.
it.
We could put it in the party bag, and when something happens, just
Yeah, alright. So I suppose that brings us to the question, who's carrying the party bag? In case it becomes relevant.
We are not carrying the party bag. Wait, speaking of the party bag,
You remembered.
yeah.
take these wraps.
Oh yeah, we have a monk now! Yay! We forgot.
Oh wait, seriously? You
No,
have hand
you
wraps
forgot.
We have monk gloves for you! Yay!
Wow, this works out great.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, take these hand wraps.
wow, thanks.
You are now our designated tank as well.
I kind of assumed.
There we go. All right.
Yeah, it's like a dorm warming gift.
Welcome to the group.
As seeing this, Mordain looks expectantly at you guys.
Mordain, take this hand of the mage.
I already have the mage hand spell.
There's another one for you.
Now you have two mage hands.
You can play rock, paper, scissors against yourself.
Does it work that way? Does that mean I could cast two mage hands at once?
Probably not, but you could choose not to prepare mage hand.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
that's
no,
good.
you're
I
a
do have it
sorcerer.
under the wizard spells instead of the sorcerer spells.
Yeah.
Oh, so then yeah, frees up another cantrip.
Yeah, so if you think about it hard enough and long enough, it is good.
Yeah. Alright. Mordain will take the mage hand. Why not?
Not a mage hand, a hand of the mage.
It's a necklace you wear around you to...
Yeah, I think it's like a mummified elf hand.
Yeah,
It is a mummified elf hand, which feels
Wow, that is super gross.
super dark.
Feels
But-
pretty gross for the benefit you gain. Like, mummified hand, I'd really want it to do something, dire.
I'd want it
You
to
can
strangle
wear-
my enemies as they sleep.
I don't know. Wasn't there one in an earlier edition? I don't know if it was Pathfinder or D&D that let you wear a ring in your neck slot.
Oh my god, that's so cool.
I mean, it at least had some utility.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I think that
But
was.
it was like a mummified hand you had to wear around your neck and then like put the ring on.
Why can't I get any girlfriends at this school? They're all kind of creeped out by the hand guy. Alright, so you guys, after exchanging housewarming gifts of equal value, you guys head over to the kitchen, but when you get there, Arashi, I've got bad news for you. The kitchen's closed.
No.
Yes.
No.
Probably for the best, to be fair.
It can close?
Yes,
That
unfortunately.
is unusual. It should be open this time of day.
Yeah.
Oh, is there a sign or someone we can ask?
You see, the head chef Yao is outside, and she's shaking her head at a few students. They're like, "But we're hungry," and she's batting them away with a broom. She's like, "It's not safe in there."
Fools, you'd have to know they wouldn't feed us forever.
Are there bugs in there?
And she's like, she looks at Lexus, but she didn't hear what she said, so she says, "What?"
Are there bugs in there?
And she looks at the students that are like still around. She's like, "Bugs? Of course not bugs. Come, Alexis, I'll show you how few bugs are. No bugs at all, actually. No bugs at all." And she grabs you by your collar and pulls you inside.
Oh crap!
And she,
Oh,
Help me!
I will
Help me.
follow.
yeah, she gestures for the rest of you to follow her inside. And then she locks the door behind you and she says, "You cannot tell anybody the kitchen has bugs in it. I'll be ruined."
Alright, we'll get rid of them.
Well, yeah, we'll get rid of them. Just, yeah,
Wait, how are you going to be ruined? You don't charge for the food.
yeah.
But she does have a reputation to uphold, Arashi.
Exactly. My kitchen is my pride. If people hear that I have mites dancing around it, I'll never be able to show my face in the cafeteria again.
Okay, tell me more about these dancing mites.
I can tell you. Then, let's see. This is just her dialogue, so let's hope this lines up with what you just said. I can tell you, then, even though I don't want this to get out among the other students, she looks left, looks right, makes sure no one's overhearing. We've been seeing a lot of mites recently. More than usual, and usual is none at all. Just a short time ago, I received a large basket of fresh cassava. When I opened it, there were so many mites on it that I dropped the basket, spilling the cassava and the mites across the floor. This is not how...
Well, you want mites? That's how you get mites.
Yeah. She does not speak like a human being speaks.
So where are the insects then in the kitchen?
We've been eating your food all this time with bugs in there.
No, it was just today. I had my assistant sweep them away as I was getting everybody out of the cafeteria. So there's a cafeteria, and then there's like the kitchen where they do the cooking, and they're in the kitchen.
I have an idea how I can get rid of them really quickly. It might make a little bit of a mess, but I will get rid of them quickly for you.
Is mess... Wait, before you answer for me, Alexis, is mess a code word for fire?
No fire. I promise you that.
Quick question.
Yes.
Were we supposed to collect like live samples from all the insect activity we're supposed to be looking into?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes,
Yes.
that was the request.
So we should probably try to get at least one of them alive.
Mm-hmm.
But I do need people to stand back as I do my thing.
Sure. I've cleared all the students out, so it'll just be you guys.
So, and I mean allies too. You don't want to be within 5 feet of me.
Okay.
Thank you for the warning. Before we go in...
This is a cantrip. This is his plan. He plans to continuously cast this like every square inch to get all the insects.
Wait.
That's pretty funny.
Saying it would make a mess because it would probably damage some objects too, but simultaneously cast Gale Blast. It hit the insects too.
So
Like move around the kitchen, Gale Blast, Gale Blast, Gale Blast it. Like until
how
I've
big are
covered
these
like
insects?
every.
Oh, they're mites, so they're just like
They're tiny.
like pencil shavings.
You
Ah,
could be like a human vacuum.
sounds like a plan.
College students can be cruel.
All right, so maybe we can have someone gale blast them into like a container of some kind, and then we put a lid on the container,
Oh, that's a fun idea.
Well, it does take
Before we
damage.
go,
and then we cleanse the
Blasting.
kitchen in fire.
We can't put it on fire. They're just gonna be mad at us when it burns down the Gambia.
couldn't we just like tuck a bit of melon into a container?
That could work. I don't have any idea what mites eat, but
Well, apparently the Casavia.
Ah, that's true. Alrighty, so who would we like? Mordain to go in first, or
Yeah.
Mordain will Gale Blast a couple times and see if it produces results of some dead bugs.
well, wait, we're not trying to kill them, are we? Well, at least we're trying to keep some of them alive, right?
Yeah.
yeah? Well, he's not
He's
like eradicating the whole room.
non-lethal
He's doing a test blast, right?
Yeah, I'm doing a few test blasts because even though I can't see him, it's a 5-foot emanation, so I'm probably hitting something. I'm doing it maybe like 4 different times just to see if
Well,
I
I'll do
hit
it
anything.
once and see if it like trashes the kitchen first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Let's see. Your name is Mordain. So you enter into the
I'll
into the
move
kitchen.
to this area and do the Gale Blast.
Okay. As you you come in, the floor is like kind of looks like it's moving. There's so many of these like little boys in there, and you come out, you blast, and you just see the many corpses of the tiny bugs like fly into the air and land on their backs, and their legs are twitching and such.
All right.
And I'd like you to make a perception roll for me, please.
Okay.
I want to kind of just be like at the doorway looking over the floor, essentially kind of in awe, because like even all my years in nature, this is out of the ordinary.
Yeah, it's pretty messed up.
Okay. Very good.
So you recall that the Chef Yao said that her assistant Abina was in here taking care of the mites, but you don't see Abina anywhere until you see this little black kettle over here. You see that it's kind of shaken.
Is it open or closed?
It's closed. There's like a lid on it, and it's rattling around.
Guys, should we check this out over here?
Yeah.
That makes me
Yeah.
highly uncomfortable.
Oh.
Maybe you should use your mage hand to.
Yeah.
He will try to mage hand it open.
All right, the pot lifts up, and you see a young lady inside, and she pokes her head out of the pot, and she says, "Are they gone?"
them.
They
Put the lid back on.
put the lid back on.
It's for her own good.
He sits over the table.
Yeah. What do you mean by they? The mites? Those are still here.
She says, "No, the centipedes."
Oh my, that's a big centipede.
No, it's a centipede swarm, so it's a bunch of little ones.
Oh shit.
Oh. I don't think
That
I
makes
can
it worse, actually.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? This guy's got area damage. He's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
All right, roll your perception for me. This is gonna be gold for the first round, and then everybody else will, heroically rush into the kitchen to help out.
You got this.
If he
I
leaves,
was in the
go ahead.
I was in the doorway. Could I?
No.
Fine.
I want to kill my new player. Thank you.
You do you.
Thank you, man. Oh, hey, let me set these good guys to public. Let's see. Can you see that? Nope. Can you see that? Yep. Okay. All right. Seeing fresh some fresh food arrive. These, like water from a spring, they bubble out from under the table and begin to swarm at you, Mr. Gold. And just to be a cool guy, these ones go over to the pot and kind of like swarm around it. And these ones will take an action and move towards you. If you'd roll reflexes, please. The DC of 20.
Oh, jeez.
Wow, that's rough.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Okay, so you take half damage. So 3 damage.
And I don't take the poison unless I fail, right?
Yeah, I believe that's right. And then they'll spend their last action doing that again. Or sorry, roll your reflexes one more
Again?
time. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
So
What the heck?
So just 4 damage altogether.
Loaded dice.
And the other ones are like climbing up the pots, trying to get inside, but sealed shut.
Okay. So Mordain will and see. Oh, are they both within a 15-foot cone? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Kill it with fire.
No, I don't have that spell. I do have something similar though.
Ooh.
Very nice.
So they're pushed if they fail. Okay, and my third action be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Move there. So the one took half and the other took none because he crit succeeded.
All right, so you're oh, you already did. All right, let's see. 5, 2. Okay, and they take extra damage for -1.
Oh, cool.
All right, everybody else, throw your tokens out onto the field and roll initiative.
Do we have to be inside the door?
Logically, no. Game
All
wise, absolutely.
So how do we do that?
Well, for you, I'll just put this faceless token out onto the field,
All right.
Okay.
and when you roll your initiative, I'll just add it manually.
Can I roll stealth with it?
I think I could do.
Yeah, Alexis, you can.
Oh, can I roll stealth? That's
Yeah.
better than my. All right. Where are you, skills?
Rosh, oh, you got it. Never mind.
I hit the wrong button.
Alright, so is there a place where I can, like, upload a picture?
Yeah, so if you open up that character sheet and go to edit, it has an option for you to drag in a picture.
Nice initiative, man.
So how big are these bugs? Like, would punching the swarm not work out for me?
Yeah, so swarms, they have resistances to usually like bludgeoning and piercing and stuff like that, and they take extra damage to area
Okay,
attacks.
but they're big enough where it's not straight up immunity.
Right, yeah. They'll still take damage.
Okay. And they're not, like, immune to non-lethal damage?
Allow me to check on that.
Well, I might not know that as a character unless somebody who knows stuff about bugs would.
You're a student of the Magambia.
Well,
you know
it's more,
things.
it's more if it's a property of the swarm, I might know it, because, I don't know, maybe I've tried punching a horde of something before.
Right.
But if it's like, yeah.
No, it seems like horde stuff to me.
You
They
said
don't appear to have resistance.
bludgeoning damage. Well, my Humbling Rumble was an area effect, but also dealt bludgeoning damage, however that would work.
Oh, that's an interesting point. I think the fact that it's area takes precedent over it, like the type of damage it is.
Oh, okay.
That's at least that makes sense to me.
Alright.
Okay, so everybody's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6.
I don't think you got mine on there. I rolled a 22.
Alexis,
Did you click your?
surely you mean you
icon?
didn't get yours on there.
Yeah, I clicked on it. It says on there initiative stealth 22. There.
Did you click on your token?
Yeah.
All right.
Are you sure?
Then I
No, I
guess
mean-
we'll blame Deadly Destiny. Okay. This really up and coming swarm of insects sees you guys come in, and it's like you see it's clackers. Wait, you see many tiny clackers lick their chops, and they go, fresh meat. So much bigger than these mites we were eating, and they will move. Optimal placement. They engulf Mott, Alexis, Vin, and our newcomer, our catfolk, Miri. And I would like for all of you to roll your reflexes, please.
Walking in the kitchen, like, whoa, Merdane, I thought we were just doing Gale Blast. Whoa, what the heck?
I heard that rock spell. What are you? Oh.
I saw that crit and I got real excited for a sec, but never mind.
That must be me. I'm the crit.
Just the timing of it was really.
It's fun because I beat it by 10 and got a natural 20.
Okay, so Miri completely unaffected. She like jumps onto the ceiling or something. Vin, you just take half damage. You take no damage.
Does monk shit.
That's at 0? Is that?
Yeah, I'm rounding down, so. So no damage for you, no damage for Alexis, and Mont takes an entire point.
Is it not minimum 1 damage?
Oh, dude, you're right. I forgot that chip damage exists in Pathfinder. Yeah, okay, so everybody takes a minimum of 1 damage. Except for Mott, who takes a maximum of 1 damage. Sucker. And, ready to roll Fortitude yet again, buddy?
I feel ripped off.
Born ready.
All right. I have a new goal, and that's to make you suffer every poison and like disease that appears in this adventure path. All right. So with this, you suffer the Centipede Swarm Venom. Boo. Dealing an additional 4 damage to you.
Great, and I'm flat-footed. Nice. And the duration is 6 rounds max. Great. I love it. I love to hear it. Love to be it.
All right. So that's the Industrious Swarm's turn. And then goes to Vin.
Next, we'll see the Swarm of Rogues. I actually will kill it with fire.
All right.
I will cast what's it called?
Fireball.
Produce flame, the druid cantrip.
That's what it is. I thought it was like control flame or something. I was like, that doesn't.
Perceive flame. Much less useful.
I would like to cast. How does this work? Do I have to palm your hand and then you lash out with it either in melee or at range?
Produce flame, you mean?
Yeah.
You could do it in melee or range. Here, let me link it to you real quick.
Oh, I have it. I'm reading it. Since they're all around me, I'd like to just do it in melee, but would it be a spell attack roll
Yes.
or a...
Spell
Because,
attack.
like...
Because you're using a spell anyway, so I think spell attack.
Yeah.
That's not as good, though. That's okay.
Otherwise, this monk's gonna get really good.
Should be +8, I think. Wisdom is +3, your trained bonus is +3, and your level is 2.
I believe it's +7.
Ah, cool.
So I'm just gonna roll a d20 and add.
Oh wait, that first calculation sounded right to me. Because trained is +2, right?
Trained is. Let me check.
Trained is +3.
Yeah.
And then plus your level. Hold on. No. Trained is 2 plus your level. My bad. It's 3 at level 1.
So
Oh,
you
alright.
should
So
have a +4.
Yeah, but my wisdom is +3.
Yeah, so that's 7. Yep. So
Yeah.
D20 + 7.
$12.
All that for nothing.
Bummer. Okay.
I just rub it around a little bit and it dies. I really suck at cantrips and magic anyway, so I was lucky to even get a little heat.
There's so many. They like get on your hand and extinguish it as it's trying to flare up.
I guess that would have been 2 actions.
Mm-hmm.
And next, I'm gonna give. I'm gonna look around. I see Mott's right next to me, and I think guidance is just one action, so I'm gonna give guidance to Mott.
Okay.
It is one action.
That ends my turn.
All right, right on. This the slower, fatter, uglier swarm of centipedes is going to, well, let me be a good guy. All right. What is it? Ah, they've got plenty of movement. Let's do this. Eat the children. It goes over to Arashi, and oh man, apparently has higher priority than a player token. Fun. Goes over to Arashi and our newcomer, Mordain. Oh, you put your AC on there. What a player. I'm gonna start making all my players do that. That's a great idea.
You want us to right now?
Not for these guys, but in the future, so they don't even have to roll to hit. If everybody would make a, by everybody I mean Arashi and Mordain, please roll your reflexes. Nice. Nice. Okay. You both take 8 damage. And then if you'd roll your fortitude to resist the centipede venom. No problem with Arashi.
Get that fortitude!
Yeah. Alright, Mordain suffers 3 more poison damages as it seeps into your veins. Alright, and then they'll use their second action doing that all over again. So, another reflexes, please. Okay. And 1. Alright. Alright, you take 8 more damage again. And then Arashi, if you'd roll your fortitude again.
Oh.
Bummer. Okay.
Not as good. Not as good.
Yeah.
Oh.
Arashi. Oh, yikes.
Sorry, I'm gonna say I'm gonna hero point that.
Do you have to roll again if you've already been poisoned?
If it works like poison in Pathfinder 1, no, because...
Yeah, I don't think you do. Let me look.
Yeah, it can't be reapplied. You just roll at the end of each turn to see if you decrease the maximum duration or if it increases from stage 1 to stage 2.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. Keep your hero point. All right. I can't believe I insulted this centipede swarm. It was like such a Chad. Okay. Alexis, over to you.
Okay. First action, free action. Pull out her sniper rifle. 1 shot, 1 kill. That's a first free action. Then she's gonna be like, ew, there's centipedes, and like run over to this table right there, right here. And then she's going to, if she hits the farther centipede, is that coverage or no? Does he have cover or no?
No.
Does this one have cover?
No, I don't. No. Some part of it seems to be exposed to you. So.
Okay, so she's gonna snipe at the one that has been. He's gonna 1-shot, 1 kill that.
I'm just like jumping around, and then I look up, and Alexis is just on the counter, pointing a large gun at me, and I'm just like, no.
I'm just like, Ben, get down now. All right, does a 22 hit?
22 does hit.
All right, here's the damage.
No, but for real, roll your damage now.
That is your damage. Yeah, 5 and 5.
Alright. Let's see here. That was the closest one?
Yeah, the closest one right here. This guy.
All right, you freaking bummer. Okay, they take no damage whatsoever from your attack. Sorry, that's
even
not
the
true.
bludgeoning
It's
or
not true.
piercing?
It's not true. They take 1 damage, minimum of 1.
And then Alexis is gonna be like, "Oh shit," and just try hiding from there. I mean, cover, reload, hide.
All right, goes to Miri. Not Miri has a picture out.
Alright. I assume they're immune to flanking?
Wow, great question.
Eh.
I would assume as well.
Well, I'm going to drop
'Cause-
into Wolf Stance, so that takes an action. I don't have the thing up yet.
Hmm.
Changes your weapon characteristics to be better.
Yeah, I have the weapon characteristics, but I don't have, like, the action type, so I spent an action doing that. I'm going to Flurry of Blows, the one I'm on top of.
Okay.
So, the damage gets added together before you apply resistances, if I manage to hit both.
Ah, very good.
Oh shit, was that damage? Oh no. It's an attack for 27.
Yep, that hits.
And then I roll the second one.
Okay,
23.
that hits as well. Total
So
of
it
18.
damage before resistance, and it's non-lethal, I guess, if that matters.
Nah, you're good. All right, yeah, we see you pretty much pulverize almost half the.
Yeah,
this
and
one.
I have Flurry of Blows, so it needs to make a Fortitude save.
Ooh, okay. And it will do so in its own time.
That's cool. I need to make sure. So
Almost
that-
guaranteed to fail.
Yeah, but it doesn't fail by 10 or more, so it's only stunned 1.
Okay.
And that was 1.
That was what? What was the last thing you said?
What?
What was the last thing you said?
I took 2 actions so far,
Okay,
so I'm contemplating moving.
gotcha.
Since if it's an action down, it's probably I'm gonna move there,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
All right. Goes to Mott. And for everybody's
Awesome.
knowledge, swarms are immune to flanking and crits. Continue.
Ah,
Mott is also going to spread out, so he's going to make a full 25-foot movement. Just over to here. And he is going to cast a level 1 spell.
that must be nice.
It does feel pretty good, I got to admit.
Being a wizard at wizard school's boss.
Nobody's a wizard.
Yeah, not even Mott's a wizard.
Everybody. You're all wizards. Except for.
Actually, he's going to stand here, because he is going to cast Bless.
No.
Bless.
Don't stand in a cube. It's definitely gonna hit all three of us.
I gotta be close to people to bless. And he is going to,
Alright, it's your HP. It was probably gonna go for me regardless.
he's gonna take an action to pull out an elixir of life from his bag, because he's an alchemist now, and he's just got a bag full of elixirs of life. So he's gonna give bless out to everyone within 5 feet of him for now, and then that bubble will get bigger with time.
Okay, yay.
All right. Let's
So
see.
there's no way both swarms aren't gonna swarm the three of us.
No way, no way, no way. Also, I gotta make another fortitude save for the poison. Nope, and on a failure, it goes to stage 2, so I take a d8, and I'm clumsy and flat-footed.
Is that with your bliss?
Bless is only attacks.
Damn.
Guidance counted for the last one. So I will take an extra 7 poison damage.
All right. Feeling good.
Was
Feeling
that done
fine.
at the end of the turn? The extra.
I usually do it at the end of my action, so I don't forget about it. I don't know if
No, I
it's...
mean, is the poison damage applied at the end of the turn?
Yeah.
Good, because it makes a difference for Mordain here.
Cool.
Are you really low or something?
He's at the end of the turn. Arashi Bentbeak, over to you.
It would have been so great if you had crit failed that fortitude save though. The stunning fist one.
Yeah. Woman tight.
Let's see, how about I go over here? I'm gonna try to recall knowledge of these guys.
Okay.
Blah. And then with my last action, I infuse a vial with a curing vial. So I've got one in my hand ready to.
Okay.
Do I have to make a fortitude save?
At the end of the round.
Okay.
Mordain wants to know who all has healing, because if he fails his fortitude save, he'll probably go down this round.
I've got either 6 or 8 elixirs of life on me, and 2 more first level spell slots which can be used for heal.
I have an elixir of life ready.
Oh, okay. Over here.
Yep.
Alright. Don't know where they're gonna move though. Thing. Well, first, he will do his regular action, which is a Gale Blast. Just happened.
I might need to restart Discord. I've been dropping sound a little bit. Disconnecting and reconnecting seems to have worked.
So I'm first gonna Gale Blast that swarm right there. He does make a fortitude save.
Okay, sorry. The levels on Sirenscape went crazy. Fortitude save, you say?
Yeah, versus that swarm Gale Blast. Great effect.
Where are you on the map?
He's
You had the
underneath
crit
his foot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Therefore, it can't really. Alton and I have to make my fortitude save, which I will probably fail. Oh, maybe not.
Come on. Crit success, that's the opposite of failing. Come
Oh.
I did not fail. So I don't take more poison damage, I guess.
Yeah.
And that's all he can do.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Yeah, okay. Sweet. Okay, everybody else who tragically suffered poison, who hasn't already made their fortitude saves, please make it.
I don't want to.
Alright, you don't have to. This game's choose your own difficulty. Alright, Arashi overcomes the poison. Feeling great.
That's awesome. That's really good progress. You're doing well.
Is it everybody?
Yeah, I made mine.
Alright. Should have marked it. Okay, round 2 starts up with the with this boy up here. He's gonna leave right there. Feels great. If everyone can make their reflex save, please.
There is a very sweet thread on.
Alright, take half damage.
When I'm packing, people figured out about the characters' lives, and the creators have been very publicly like, we'll give you hints, but we won't tell you the answer because they like seeing everyone's interpretation.
Alright, take full damage.
And there's not really one.
Oh, no,
it's
no,
a
no,
crit
no,
fail.
no, no,
It's a
no, 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 no. Not today.
Coward.
Like some sort of visibility, and people are debating like, could it be this? Could it be this? Like, what are the contexts?
Whenever I have to zigzag and I go more than a few spots, I
Yeah.
dip it underneath the
Yeah.
ones like I'm gonna finish off a line. I
Yeah.
just do that in the middle so that it goes over and then so I can go down and not have as much. I should adjust the hoop so that this isn't close to the edge because like twice now I've like had trouble. I just did it the other way around. I did it
I'm fascinated right now.
like in the direction it was going as opposed to back, which is I think probably not as good for holding, but I think it'll be fine.
We'll circle back around. It goes to Vin.
It's really just a fresh fabric issue right now. So I think that there's no reason not to.
Who? You never mind everybody. Took 7 damage. Mary took 3 damage.
Seems younger than me, but that's fine. You know, I don't mind games to make sense.
All you, Topher.
My turn again?
Yep.
Shoot.
Oh, do I have to roll for poison, or is that only if you don't make the save, or what's the deal with that?
Yeah, if you make the save, you don't have to roll for it.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah.
Okay, so looking around, I see over here, this appears to be like firewood. But I'm also looking to see if there's like torches on the walls.
Throw something that isn't flammable in this tinderbox.
Yeah, man, there's torches sitting around.
There's a goddamn knife on the table.
Cooking by sunlight? Or cooking by torchlight?
If there's a torch on the wall, I'm gonna use an action to grab that torch. Sure. If there's not a torch on the wall, then I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna make a torch.
Sure, you can spend an action plucking a torch.
Okay, I was a little worried you were gonna use that psychic throw ability to just throw fire around.
No, not everything has to have a magical answer. I am going to attack this swarm with the torch.
Okay.
which I think would just be like club.
Yeah.
I'm
Essentially,
pretty
with-
sure you don't get like your trained bonus because it's improvised. I think there's like a feat or an archetype or something for that.
I'll take it.
Alright, torches do 1d4 bludgeoning damage plus 1 fire damage.
Oh, do they count as like simple weapons and not like improvised weapons or whatever?
Yeah, it's an improvised weapon.
Oh,
You made it though.
Yeah, made it. Alright, roll a d4.
It is probably
Plus your strength modifier, probably.
yeah. So 5 plus 1 fire damage.
Alright. Sweet, you see a few charred corpses of the centipedes fly across
It's
the
either this or I shoot arrows at it. I don't know.
have your buried. Oh, sorry, Ma. I forgot I had you muted.
You're good.
Alright, 7 damage, and if you roll fortitude again.
Oh, I'm already poisoned, right? So
Oh, that's
I
right.
just am poisoned.
That's right. Okay. Wait. Okay, Vin still has 1 turn left.
Oh right, action. Another action.
Yeah. You can still attack at -5.
I'll do it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Move out of there.
Nope, I refuse.
This halfling man. Yeah, unfortunately you weren't able to pull that hat trick off twice in a row. So.
Yeah, right.
Alright.
Oh my god, Vin, I had the randomest thought ever. Where's your bear?
I would not let the bear come in here, knowing that they are poisoned.
Okay.
Sweet baby. Alright, the centipede runs over here. Looks to its right. Looks to its left. Really making a decision between life and death. And goes after. Decides the bird looks more delectable. Arashi. A reflexes roll of 20, please.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I guess.
That does not look like 20.
No. What's the. Lower.
quick question. Does non-lethal work like Pathfinder 1 where it's like a separate kind of damage? Or is it like Starfinder where it's just it's the last thing you hit them with?
It's like Starfinder.
Ah, lame.
What else I do? Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay. Rush takes 5 damage. And Arashi overcame his poison, is that right?
Yeah, he did last time.
Alright, so let's get a brand new fortitude roll and get a little crazy. Damn you, Arashi. Alright. This guy has his full action, so he's going to do it again. So Arashi, another reflex roll, if you would.
Coming up. I have to.
How are these swarms looking at this point?
The reflex. Alright, no problem. I guess half damage. Alright, 3 more damage for Rashi.
Alright, that's 0 hit point.
Feels good. Let me just throw this on that icon. This one's at half power, and this guy's going strong.
Ouch.
Okay.
So exactly 0?
Yeah, exactly 0, actually.
Is that
Dying 1?
No, I like in Pathfinder 1 that would be like you're staggered but still up. So that's different too.
Yeah, in Pathfinder 2, I think you go to dying 1 and you have to do roll a flat d20 to see if you stabilize or not. So like on his turn, you have to roll net or roll a d20, and if he gets, I believe it's 10 or higher, he stabilizes, and if he doesn't, he goes dying 2, and you have to do it every single round, unless someone heals you.
All right. Well, I don't have any healing magic. Did whoever is our druid pick up heal?
It's all cantrips at this point.
Heal cantrips.
Yeah. I have
right.
Pour a potion down your throat with like an interact and pull it out. That could work.
Well, didn't you already pull out a potion?
Yeah, Rashi has one in his hand.
You clutched in my. It's
Pick up his
pulled
potion.
out from my fingers.
Yeah. So somebody who can help him should probably help him
Who's
because.
closest to him?
Probably me.
But for now, Alexis, it's you.
Okay. Alexa's gonna rethink her strategy, and then aim at this guy right here. Okay. And she's gonna tell Mott, Miri, Vin, get down, quick!
Oh, hey, you moved to last in initiative, right? When you're true.
That's right, because you're unconscious.
correct.
You move to act just before the creature that killed you.
Whoa, wow.
All right, please hit. This is bludgeoning or piercing damage.
Whoa, incredible.
A 27.
All right, hits.
All right, bludgeoning or piercing. Take your 10, bludgeoning or piercing. Is it still up?
Ooh, nice damage. Yeah, still up.
It's still up? Okay. Second action. Risky reload. So I'll do another strike at it. Come on, give me good hits.
Okay, hits.
A 24, is that hit?
Yep.
Alright, here's your damage for that one. Alright,
Okay.
6 bludgeoning or piercing.
Neato.
Okay, last action. She gonna hide. She gonna hide.
I don't remember this super well, but don't snipers get something that lets them reload and hide as an action?
Yeah, this one covered reload.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna covered reload. Hide. Does that beat his perception DC? 23.
Yeah.
So he's flat-footed. To her, and she's hidden and turn.
Very good. Okay, goes to Miri.
Okay, so the bless only affects me. It's only a 5 foot. I have to
Correct.
be next to. Okay.
Yep, as long as you're adjacent to me, you're good.
All right. Well, I suppose I will open up with flurry of blows. So attack twice and then only apply the resistance once.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Oh, did that not work?
No.
There we go. Oh shit.
All right, that's a crit on the first one and nothing on the second one.
All right.
But that's enough that you see it. You pound the last of the bugs in the swarm.
All right. That was non-lethal.
All right. They all have instead of X's over their eyes to show that they're dead, they all have little spirals on their eyes to show that they've been knocked
Sweet. And then...
Bless you.
I want to move, who is that? Arashi? But I don't think I can do that this turn because I have 2 actions. Huh. So I will... Ah, damn it. This table, that's like an obstacle, right? I'd have to roll something to get on top of it or under it.
Yeah. DC 15.
Alright. We'll roll acrobatics. I do not make it, but I don't crit fail. I'll just move at the last bit of my action.
Alright. Goes to Mott.
Cool. Pretty easy turn for Mott. I am going to cast a 3-action heal. Actually, how much damage have we done to the one dude who's over there on top of Arashi?
He looks in great shape.
Okay. Nah. Okay, I'm gonna do a 2-action heal targeting Arashi. Has a range of 30 feet, so I'm well within range. That's going to heal Arashi for 11 hit points, and I am also going to drink my readied Elixir of Life to gain 8 hit points and give me +2 item bonus versus poison saves. Since I have to hit a Fortitude save here as well, a 12, I take still poisoned. And that's my turn. So Arashi, take your 11 hit points, you savage, and enjoy.
Yay!
Alright, so that brings Arashi back. To Arashi's turn.
Arashi will... see. Guess run over here. Drink his elixir of life. And infuse another one.
I hate to break it to you, but you'd have to have 4 actions because you needed one to stand up.
Oh, one to stand up.
There.
Right, I forgot I was prone. All right, forget the infuse bit.
Okay. There we go.
I don't recall if I was poisoned.
Yeah, that's actually what took you out.
All right.
Alright. Swarms aren't immune to magic missile like they were in Pathfinder 1E, are they?
No.
I didn't think so. I will 3-round cast magic missile at that one.
Alright. The old Vegeta.
So, looks like a total of 9. That one.
Okay.
First level spells must be so nice.
Looks like it's reduced to half its mass.
Yay, we killed one.
Alright. Everybody who's poisoned, roll their fortitude. That hasn't already. AKA Arashi.
Arashi's rolling. He's got +1 to whatever it was.
Alright.
So it was a 15. Yay.
Yeah. So close. Okay, let's see. That centipede swarm's dead. And it goes to Vin. Sorry, unconscious.
I'm gonna try and jump over the table.
All right. Athletics. Or acrobatics.
If you manage this, I will never forgive you.
Yeah, but I don't know that. In a totally non-showboaty way.
Oh my.
Okay, we could still be friends.
Good thing you have that +8. Oh wait, you actually rolled it. Okay, well, then kind of treks into the table a little bit. Food
It's
on
because
it.
I'm so small, isn't it?
That's right. You should have gone under.
Wait, is under an option?
No, it's either. Whatever pleases you.
Yeah, they
It's
can't
going
reach the
around.
table.
Let's see, that's probably about 25, which is as far as I can move in one action. I'm going to hold my final action to attack the swarm if it comes to me.
What a hero.
I will ready in action
Are you guarding Arashi? Do you hold it up?
with
I
my
realize it's
fucking
2
torch.
actions to ready 1 action.
Oh, it is. I did not remember that.
Well, if your goal is to help Arashi, you're probably going to want to be in a square that's not adjacent to him.
I can't move anymore.
Well, you only use 1 action to move. You can't move and attack. You can double move, can't you?
Yeah, you could. You could always double move.
Yeah.
Spend 2 actions to move.
I don't want to.
There we go.
Well, then where you're standing now is just a terrible spot to stand because the swarm's definitely going to go for
Yeah,
both you and Arashi.
Stop bullying me.
I'm
I
trying to help you.
I cast guidance on Arashi.
All right.
Because you could have like moved away. Just don't stand next to each other.
Let's let them play the game. He's going to go ahead and move forward, and I feel like hilariously burn himself in the kiln that he just.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, why not? Arashi, roll a d6 for me.
Roll a what?
Roll a d6.
A D6.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm working on it. I've lost my chat window. I have to reload. All right. 1D. I rolled a 4.
All right. Take 4 damage as they plunge into the fire. Like the One Ring. All right. If you two would make a reflex roll for me, please.
I would.
Don't let that perfect 8 scare you.
God damn it.
No problem. No poison for Vin. Ah, only 4 damage for Arashi. Alright, and he'll do it again. They'll do it again. Nice work. Only 2 damage for Vin. Okay. 5 damage for Arashi. Oh, sorry. You're already poisoned. Alexis Skywalker.
Since she's hidden, is he still flat-footed to her?
Yeah.
Were the swarms immune to flank or flat-footed?
Flanking.
But not flat-footed, correct?
That's right.
Okay, so she gets a +2 to this. All right. She's gonna be like, Arashi, Vin, get down again now. And try sniping at it. All right, give you a +2 to that. Yeah, I'm gonna hero point that. That's gross. I have a hero point that because that is such
I
a
don't
bad
really
roll.
feel like that's in Alexis's character that she would miss.
Let me hero point that.
She's a hero.
That's right.
I got a 6. Okay, I got one better. For an 18, does that hit?
Yeah,
It's enough.
It hits the wall, it bounces off, and lands in the swarm. Do your damage.
It does hit. Okay. Get your damage. Get your 3 bludgeoning or piercing damage.
Surely you mean 1 pity damage.
And then she's gonna be like, yeah, that was not good. She's gonna risky reload to try again.
Okay.
This time at -5. You got a 17. Does that hit?
No.
No. Okay, so it jams. So she's gonna spend her last action to unclear the jam.
Okay. Alright. Goes to Miri.
Alright, let's see if I can figure out this tool right. Sweet, I can move there in one action. I will Flurry of Blows.
Okay.
I imagine it as a flurry of like what
Ugh.
and hand claps.
So, I missed that one, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Alright, hit with that one.
I hit with that one?
Mhm.
Cool. So... I do 5 piercing. It's non-lethal, I guess, because why not? And I need a fort save.
From me, of course, right?
No, from the thing. It makes it. I still have 1 action, so what the hell, I'll try punching it one more time. I do not.
Yikes.
Alright, that's me.
Cool.
There's got to be some sort of record for crit fails.
Wait, did you crit the other one when I was gone? Real quick. Did you crit this one with the 31?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're immune to criticals.
Yeah.
Oh.
You cannot hit one and affect the others with such measly skills. Mott. End it. Or don't.
I am going to move to here, so my Bless Bubble will affect Alexis, and then I'm just going to cast a Divine Lance. Does a 13 hit? 14 because of Bless.
Would Divine Lance even work?
It's just good damage, but yeah, it would theoretically work just fine.
Oh,
it might be reduced by not being AoE, but I can't cast an AoE that won't hit everyone in the gang.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
I think swarms are treated as one creature.
Right. I just thought good damage only hurt evil things for some reason.
Dude,
It
have,
all
you ever,
depends what his deity alignment is.
have you ever seen this in a
Chaotic, evil, good, or lawful. And it doesn't work if it's neutral.
Yeah, so my deity is good. This is good damage, but like good damage can hurt anything in 2E. It's just only certain things take extra damage from it.
Alright.
Arashi.
Look! He runs away. here. I guess I'll one action infuse and drink another. Four more. And that's all I.
Okay. Goes to Mordain.
Mordain will try to finish it off with a 3-action magic missile.
Okay.
So a total of 11.
Nice.
All right, with that, a few singe marks on the tiles later, and the swarm.
All right. Let's put a bunch of those centipedes in some kind of sealed jar, and then.
I have a few. Also, I'm gonna
Alright.
hand out an elixir of life to everybody. I looked it up. I make 8 every day, basically, from now until
sweet.
the end of time.
I can heal those 3 hit points I took.
I took
So-
1, so yay.
Neat. So anyway, we put some of those in the jar, and then I guess I get whoever had that AoE wind attack to kill whatever we don't get in the jar.
Oh, hold on. I've got. If we take
Oh,
a few
yeah.
minutes, I can heal everyone.
Yeah, I have a healer's kit too in medicine, but I'm not like great at medicine. So if somebody else has that, I guess I could roll to assist.
Well, I use nature, but I've got a +4.
Oh, I have a +4 as well.
I have a +5.
Oh.
I can use nature. I have a +7.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you've got natural healing as well for natural medicine.
I would be a fool not to take it.
You gave us a lesser elixir of life, correct?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. I'm just gonna research how much that is. I could stow it away.
It's a D8.
That's right. Are some of you still poisoned? Still.
Oh yeah,
I-
Harashi make that last.
It's 1d6, not a d8. That's my bad. But it is a minor technically, and it only lasts for today because I'm using the alchemist special reagents to just churn out the free ones.
All right. So do you want to hold on to mine? I mean, I could drink it and heal 3 hit points, but like.
Yeah, that's not that far off odds. You may as well.
Yeah.
I will treat wounds on myself, I suppose.
So.
We're gonna have one person treat all the wounds, or we're gonna split the jobs and save
sweet.
time.
Split the job.
I don't need healing. Alright, well, let me know if anybody wants me to try medicine some people.
I'd appreciate it.
Well,
Yeah,
as
I
opposed to
think
the
one
natural
person-
healing.
Do it,
One
man.
person who has the highest do it all. If we've got the in-game time to spare.
Yeah, it's 10 minutes per check, so even if each of us gets hit once, it's an hour, so it's not that big a deal.
Oh,
Okay.
alright.
Say here you're doing it on as you roll it.
Alright, because doesn't something bad happen if you crit fail?
You take damage if you crit fail, I believe.
Alright.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
if you got,
know
like, a
how
6,
I
you
don't
gotta
know
roll,
how
like,
a
one.
+4 scales to that.
Here, let me link it to you guys.
You have to roll a 1.
DC is a 15. Any
Yeah,
Alright, let's see if I can help. I help someone.
There you go.
Whoever's next down the list, I guess.
Target regains 2d8 points, and there you
I will claim 1 healing.
Alright, cool.
the person who said he has a 6, if he does it on all of us, he has the best chance for success.
Yeah. But someone was like, all right, roll. So I did. I'm very
So I'm waiting
suggestible.
for the guy who said he had a 6.
It was a 7. I rolled on myself first. And somebody else wants my help? I will give it to them.
Here. All right. Let's see how much I heal now. Thanks, you healed me 7.
Everyone looking chipper, better, and healthier.
All right, so that's 2 out of the 5 things you were supposed to do today.
2 out of 4.
All right.
The other 2 were the
Nice. I heal 15.
saving the good stuff for yourself.
I guess.
It's alright. When an airplane goes down, you have to put the mask over yourself before you help anybody else. Yeah, so the other 2 locations were the speaker stage and the Leshy Gardens.
Should we go heading there over now, there, guys?
I think we should go to the Leshy Gardens first. Maybe the Leshies will help us.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Are some of us still running around poisoned?
Are you still poisoned?
You should roll a fortitude save.
I mean, I really should.
I can treat wounds to get rid of your poison.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, that takes an action to.
Of course, I failed to do so.
Guys.
Well, aids him with a +4 bonus. Who else was poisoned?
I was on my last round because I was taking the whole time. So
Bourdain would have made his way over to you while he was treating him. He would have tried to aid you with his check. If I roll 15, you get a +4 to your roll. Of course, the downside is I have to roll medicine. Oh, which I did make it.
All right, so take that, centipede swarm venom.
So, over here, you get a +4 to your check.
Okay, so I
Whatever
guess
that
roll your
is.
thing again, Arash.
Your fortitude save. There? Freshy.
I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
having trouble.
Let's roll your fortitude again.
Yeah,
Up
because
to
I
four.
Fortitude again.
medicine you to give you a +4 to your save.
All right.
I did a treat poison on you.
There we
Nice.
go. Alright.
Nice. Yeah.
Make sure you took that original 8 damage, though, bud.
Are you unconscious?
No, I'm having trouble keeping track of things. There's a lot.
yeah, there's a lot.
If you want, here's your tip. Go to your character icon, and if you click on it, there's 3 bubbles on your top. There's a red bubble, green bubble, and blue bubble.
Oh, I use that, but like.
Poison is particular, and diseases as well. In Pathfinder 2e can be a little bit of extra overhead.
Alright, so you kill the bugs, and out from the pot comes Arena. She pops out, and she's like, oh, thank goodness, I've been in here for 20 minutes. What was that? You ever seen anything like that?
I personally can't say I have. Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, thank goodness I saw him coming out from the cracks in the floor, and I managed to jump in the pot before they could eat me.
A wise retreat.
Could you point out where those cracks were? that they came out of?
Yeah, she points towards like crack by the firewood.
We should probably take a look at that, I guess.
Yeah. So it'd be like
This seems suspicious.
What specifically seems suspicious?
Is there another underground tunnel? You think?
That the wildlife once again is coming out of the woodwork, quite literally this time, to attack people.
Nah, wildlife be like that sometimes.
Should we perception check for this, guys, and see?
All right, I guess.
You bring a high energy concept to the table. I'll give you that. Perception 21, Alexis, as you peer down to it. It doesn't appear, as you like looking at this, it doesn't appear that it like, as you look far enough, it doesn't go into like the man-made like tunnel complexes that are under the school. It's just more dirt.
Huh.
Forever.
Doesn't seem to have come from here, guys. Perhaps maybe another location might hold the source of all these bugs.
Yeah. All right, so we agreed. I turned to the lady who was in the pot. Do you need any more help, or are you good?
She pulls herself out of the pot. She says, "No, I'm fine. Thank you so much." And she goes over to the door and she's like, "Yow, we got all the bugs." And Yow comes in.
Quiet about the bugs. The head cook was really about them.
"Oh, yeah, we got all the bugs." And the head chef comes in and she's like, "Oh." She like sees the carnage on her floor and she's like, "What?" She just like looks like she's about to faint.
And we're leaving.
You see bullet holes everywhere from her shot.
She's like, "No, wait. I'm thank you guys for saving my assistant from." She picks up a centipede with a look of disgust, and she goes into the cabinets. She says, "I have a few drinks that I been saving for a special occasion." And she produces for you on the day of our daughter's birthday. And
Are you sure? Because wouldn't want to.
Oh, no. Her life is worth more than a few potions. Here is a specialty of mine. It's a lemon-flavored potion of water breathing.
Sweet.
Family recipe.
Thank you, as Alexis hesitantly grabs the bottle because there might be bugs on it.
That's true. And she also hands you guys 2 cat eye elixirs.
Oh, okay.
Yay.
Definitely need that one.
So more for the group pile.
Yep, group pile it is.
Whoever's keeping track of that, someone's keeping track of that, right?
It's in our inventory. If you go to the
In the journal. Yeah.
All right.
under treasure.
Treasure.
Alright, so we go to Leshy Gardens, where you guys want to go next.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's super cool that those things weren't immune to getting punched.
They were immune to a lot of my stuff. I was like, I can't do anything.
No, it was
There'll be
pretty great.
plenty
when
of opportunities for things to be immune to being punched, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's pretty great when I was
Storm's
looking
for
at
the big
swarm
one
and
from
I was
1E.
like, oh man,
Yeah.
immune to precision. Right on.
Oh, my precision and my piercing damage.
Felt great after you just like one-shotted half the gallery.
Half our fights, yeah.
You rolled like 48 damage. Alright. So you guys return back to the overgrown section of the Magambia where the Leshies dwell. Last time you were here, they had to kick you out, but you've come back.
All right, I have to AFK for like a minute. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Sorry.
I am keeping a lookout
Okay.
because I am paranoid now.
Do you have like bug spray on hand, guys? Anyone have bug spray?
I don't know
Unfortunately
what that
not.
is.
I am going to go speak to the groundskeepers, the Leshy, and ask them if they have noticed anything strange so far.
I will go with you, but stealthily behind. Like on the
Yes,
lookout
of course,
for it.
of course.
Stealthily
Therefore-
behind.
Stealthily behind, because she has 150-foot range. Stealthily behind, just like if I see a bug, or if I see a cricket, I'm sniping at it.
All right, so you see Thema, the groundskeeper for the Leshy. She's potting some plants or whatever groundskeepers do.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "Oh, hello there, Mott, was it?"
Yes. Good day, Honorable Groundskeeper. I had dropped by at the behest of Instructor, Corriday, I believe is her first name. I cannot remember her surname. But she had said that there were some strange insects, or insects behaving strangely, badly, around here, and she asked us to gather some samples and see if we could help. Have you noticed any such bizarre bugs?
And she,
Hero point for alliteration.
sure, I'll give it to you.
Thank you.
She's like, "Oh, now that you mention it," and she's like, "There's been some of the trees have a infestation of beetles that I'm still waiting on the shop in Natambu to give the poison I ordered. But yeah, some of the trees are full of these like blue beetles."
How very strange. Would you mind if my companions and I took a close look and gathered some samples?
She shrugs and says, "You'll have to ask the Leshy for permission first, but I have no."
Oh, of course, yes.
So,
And I will head over to one of the trees and in a clear and like straightforward, simple voice without too much affect, say in Sylvan, honorable keepers of this grove, we would like to examine closely the infestation of beetles here, if you would permit us. And then I will just sort of patiently wait and see if they respond
and
to
you
the
see,
request.
you see some vines get pushed aside as if a curtain's being separated, and a gourd Leshy pops its head out, and he's got a pair of sunglasses on. They look to the left, look to the right, and they nod their head like over their shoulder, as in to say, "Come in."
Mott bows slightly and then sort of like crouch walks into the brush to follow them.
They're like, "My name's Shade and Autumn."
A pleasure, noble Shade and Autumn.
Not many people bother talking to us in the language.
Yes, well, I've always found it an interesting tongue, and I'm more than happy to have a chance to share it with you in this moment.
All right. Make a perception roll for me, please.
I take it the rest of us have no idea what's going on in this conversation.
Yeah, you just see him like get swallowed up by vines.
Great,
And
I'm
then-
going to use a hero point. Great, that goes very well.
Same thing.
It
And
was
then
meant
1
to
minute
be.
later, Vin is like, "Wait, where did Mott go?"
He's been in there too long. I have to go save him.
Oh, sorry guys, I zoned out. What happened to Mott?
He's up there somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, so you... Oh, sorry, I have to pop my back. So the Leshy leads you over, and they're like, we're taking the bark off these trees for, slides his, he puts his sunglasses back on his forehead and slides them back down over their head and says, for a secret project. Anyway, and he
Very exciting.
comes to a tree and shows you some of these beetles kind of walking the tree, and they're getting everywhere, and they're eating holes through everything.
Oh, what a terrible shame. Would you mind if I took one as a sample for Instructor Corriday?
Take them all.
I will do my best, but I think that you may need a more practiced hand, or perhaps a more practiced chicken. I could see if Anchor Root is available later today.
Ooh, yeah.
Mott says as he is like starting to scoop some of these beetles into like the little clay jar he has.
Okay.
That was in Sylvan, right? So the rest of us,
Yep.
if we don't speak Sylvan, don't know that he volunteered Anchorage chicken.
Correct.
Cool.
Sweet. Gather them and you emerge from the overbrush. And as he's walking away, Alexis, you see this as Mott has his back turned and is walking. You see this Leshy poke its head out from behind his back and pull its sunglasses up over its forehead and squint at you, and it takes its fingers and it points towards its eyes, and then takes its fingers and points towards you.
Hi! It's like the Skywalker. Nice to meet you, smiley face.
Closes the vines. Shuts you out.
What was that about?
Oh, hello. I was just speaking with them and gathering some samples of the bugs, the beetles.
Oh, they don't need our help. I don't know.
No, these ones don't seem murderous, just annoying.
And the groundkeeper has some poison on the way.
Okay.
Can I ask about like what kind of poison?
You may.
Vast knowledge of poisons. The not good kind.
She, Thema, the groundskeeper, she's like, oh, I'm using, and she just names like a generic pesticide. Have to get it flown in from across the sea, because this type, like, does no harm to sylvan creatures.
Huh.
Very useful and very helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Of course.
So this was all interesting, but when I asked what was that, I meant Alexis. What was that guy with the eyes?
He had sunglasses on. He let Mott in, but he wasn't so receptive of my charm, sad face.
If you remember, you like tried to get into their garden last week, and you like saw that they were building something, and they kicked you out.
Yeah, I remember that. They were building some sort of like, I think it was like something mechanical, like maybe, yeah, something like that. I don't recall. It was too long ago.
It was something like a Mechy Lesha.
Like a robot, sort of like a robot, Mecha Leshy or something.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to say, but my mouth wasn't letting me.
Both in and out of character. I so hope that thing goes haywire and we have to fight it.
Stick around.
Well,
foreshadowing.
I, for one, hope there's no more fighting today. We have one more location to visit, correct?
Yes, the speaker stage.
Can I get everyone else's opinion on this? I was expecting more magic and less bugs. Was that just me? Or...
Oh, you mean with the Magambia in general?
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. But, the world is often much more and much less than we expect it to be.
We had to face a lot of trials with magic prior to being accepted.
I really do think there's something more to this, that perhaps the professor will be able to, upon looking at the samples, glean more than our sophic minds would be able to.
All right, I don't know that word, but sure. But it's not just me. All right, just wanted to make sure. Seems weird.
Yeah, I think there's something going on here. I just haven't put it together yet.
Okay.
I would tend to agree. There's always a larger system at play, after all.
Like before we met you, our friends, we were ambushed during our graduation or acceptance ceremony by these gremlins who we had to face off against before. So there is some ulterior being, we believe.
Yes, in the mind of one of the gremlins, I glimpsed a man-like creature made of stone who seemed to have some sort of sway or control over them, but none of my research so far has proved to show any more information about such a figure.
Oh, that's interesting.
Did it look like an
Wait.
elemental?
Wait. You can read minds?
Not really. Sometimes the mysteries of the world open others' minds to me, and I get glimpses of things, but I can't really read minds.
Right.
It's limited, and also, like, if I were to do it to you, it would hurt a lot, so I try not to do it to people.
That feels less comforting than I think you intended it.
Yeah.
Well,
I love
guess
that's
I
not
meant
only like a horrible invasion of privacy and free will, but it's like also hurts them physically.
Extremely painful. I simply mean that you would know if it were happening, and that I don't practice that on people. It's not appropriate.
All right.
All right, to the speaker stage.
I just kind of sidled up next to Miri and was like, "Yeah, I don't really get it all either. I'm not really of the magic either. Like, I'm just kind of accepting it as best I can."
Great.
Gold, did you ask a question?
No.
About the guy made of stone?
Oh no, that was me. I was. I looked back to my. Did it look like an elemental?
More refined than an elemental, more human features and less crude.
Huh.
Man.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. That's for sure.
All right. So if you'll notice, at the south of the Magambia, there's this little isle. Boop. Has a stage built on it, and this is where, traditionally, for the long history of the Magambia, this is where the Magambia itself, the Institute, whatever mysterious being leads it, which I don't know that answer, so don't ask me. But whoever leads the Magambia, they come out and they make proclamations to the city of Natambu from that stage. So it's kind of got that historical weight for it, and then taking that historical weight, we throw it all out the window, because this is also where the campus's like improv team and
acapella groups.
Yeah, acapella group. This is just where everybody like puts on performances for the city.
Yes, Alexis is like, I love this spot.
This is my spot.
Is this also where we got attacked?
Oh, true.
No, that was a different location. That was like a they built that specifically for you guys and others
to attack us. Awesome.
Yeah. Exactly. This is like any story, so of course, like the institution has to be the bad guy. And so yeah, the school's working with the gremlins.
Yikes.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, if it's like in real life, the school's a bad guy because they cut their gremlin fighting budget to build a bigger football stadium.
That's true. Yeah. So you for the speaker stage, you guys come out and you're like, all right. So you're checking it around, and then you see from the water. Yeah, you see from the water there are little water striders dancing like on the water, and they're moving in like very aggravated like patterns. Usually they're just like chill bugs that just like sail, but they're like jumping all over the place. And
are those the things that we have to get?
Yeah, they're bugs.
I would guess so.
So do we have jars?
No.
I keep a few on me. since I started studying alchemy.
And I vaguely recall someone saying they had a spell called Mage Hand, which lets them project hands.
Use your mage hand. Grab it, please. Where
Yep.
at?
Assuming they don't attack.
No, these are just like little.
I take 3 steps back.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah, these are like mayflies. They're like the most delicate looking boys.
Okay, so I mage hand.
I just want to avoid going in the water.
What was that goal?
I mage hand a couple in at a time.
Okay, you can get either roll from you. You can make nature, survival, or thievery.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
You catch the queen. Yeah, you catch all you need. You do it well. As you're doing it, as your mage, you've got your hand on the mummy hand, or you're using it from your prepared spells. You're herding them in, and the sky opens up, and a god descends from it, and they say, "No one has scoot bugs as well as you have," and they touch your nose, and then they fly back into heaven.
You become one of those deities that's a deity because they're the first of something, and you're just the bug scoop deity.
Yeah. A great honor. But as he's doing this perfectly, divinely, you see if you guys are out on the speaker stage, and you see over here on the shore of Natambu, starting to see people gathering around. They're saying, "Hey, the kids from the Magambia, they're about to put on a performance. Look at this. They're getting ready to do something. This is exciting." The crowd starts to form. What are you guys gonna do?
Sing, of course. Hello. Idle time.
Alexis, this is your moment.
Yes. Alexis gets all like happy, idle posy, like ready.
All
Anyone
right.
else join and sing? We could be like a pop group.
Yeah, I'll let one person use a skill other than perform to like assist her.
I will be adventurous and go perform with.
Acrobatics to be a backup dancer.
Sounds great.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got acrobatics as well.
Okay.
I'll just try to be a backup singer.
Sweet. Let's give me acrobatics for Golden Mudun and perform from Topher. Excellent. Oh, come on.
Ben.
All right, so
There you go.
yeah, I think that just like nets out the two bonuses. Okay, Alexis, you put on a performance. Everybody's like, "Wow, she's so good," and they're like, "Yeah, I kind of wish her halfling friend there was quiet down so we could hear her voice better."
At some point, a bear roars and just like pushes me off the stage.
This is embarrassing. Let's go. All right. Excellent. The crowd, woo! They cheer. They're really liking what's going on, and as Alexis is doing that and finishes performing, I just imagine more Danes just like dancing around with a jar full of bugs. You know, Alexis bows and she says, "Okay, thanks everybody." Gives her idle pose, and you see someone in very nice clothing run up to like as close to the stage as he can be without being in the water, and he says, "Hey, who are you?"
Hi, my name is Alexis Skywalker, and here are my friends and buddies at the Academy. What's your name?
He says, "My name is Magistrate Asanda."
Magistrate Asanda. Alexis is gonna lean over towards her friends and be like, "Hey guys, do you see that fan right there? His name's Magistrate Asanda."
Yeah, and you guys can make a society roll. Or if you're Hawk, you can make that lore roll you have.
Yay, rolls.
I got none of that.
Which roll did Natambu roll?
Yeah, lore and Natambu if you have it.
Can we make it even if we're not trained?
Yeah. You've been here for a few weeks. Okay. If you got a 10 or above, you know that Natambu's governed by 11 magistrate mayors, and this guy is one of them. So he says, good.
That seems convoluted. Just, I don't know.
No.
Local politics. We always make them more complicated than they need to be.
Sorry, go on. Didn't mean to derail the whole thing.
Oh, no, not at all.
He slams his hands to his mouth and he's like, "I loved your performance. That was fantastic."
Aw, thank you, smiley face. It wouldn't be as amazing as it is without my friends and buddies here.
He's like, "You're very modest. Hey, I want to give you something." He pulls out a notebook and deftly folds it into an origami boat. Boop. And he places something on the boat and he pushes it and it floats across the river to you.
Ooh.
So
Alexis is gonna pick it up.
I check it for traps.
You're dead, sucker. It's no traps. No traps.
Good.
I guess roll for it first. Yeah. Okay. I lied. There's a trap. You disarm it. Easy. No. Okay. All right. And
I disarmed it with my eyes.
Inside, you find the most convoluted item in all of Pathfinder: a chest feather token.
In case we need a chest for some reason?
Yeah.
It's a worse bag of holding.
Cool, I guess. Thank you.
I mean, yeah.
Thank you, Magistrate.
Hey, holds
Roll
up.
deception to seem grateful.
Yeah. There's a commercial going around right now, and I have no idea what it's for, so it's a failure of a commercial, but it's like a Zoom or something, and it shows like a kid. A grandpa's like, "So how's the painting going?" And he's like, "Oh, let me show you." And he shows his grandpa, like his painting of the grandpa and grandma. And the actor for the grandpa, he's like, "Oh, that's really nice." Just every time I see it, I'm like, that grandfather's not pleased with the painting at all. But I digress.
Exactly this.
Like, cool. Thanks.
Of course. Thank you for the joy of hearing you sing. All right, goodbye. Turns around.
Yep.
Goes off to attack people.
I'm not voting for him.
What?
I sidle back up to Alexis. I'm just like, "Do you want me to follow him?"
What? Let's get rid of these bugs.
Oh, right.
The bugs.
Our main task.
Alright, so with 4 jars full of creepy crawlies, you return to Corriday's office. Yeah, she's still turning through that Vogue magazine as she sees you guys come in, just covered in like centipede bites. Arashi with the dying condition.
We had an unfortunate time.
Yeah, you guys are filthy. What happened to you?
Whatever, I'm fine.
I only got hit once. I'm good.
The kitchen had several swarms of centipedes in them, enough to cause some significant distress. There were smaller infestations at the Leshy Gardens and the stage, as well as at our dormitory. But it certainly seems like the bugs in the area are being agitated by something. Perhaps someone changed their soap recently? I have no idea, honestly. But it certainly seems like more than the usual behavior.
And she she takes this in, kind of sits up for the first time ever, and she says, well, from seeing things firsthand, you believe it's a connected phenomenon?
I believe there's a conspiracy at work.
I do not know if there is a conspiracy, but it does seem unlikely that there would be 4 separate instances of an unusual aggregation of bugs in the area. These sorts of things happen for a reason, even if the reason is something as simple as someone has started leaving rotten meat around for some reason. He pauses and looks at Vin and says, Vin? Just checking.
Yeah, I mean, bears do prefer rotted meat, so maybe.
I never let any piece of an animal go to waste.
In that case, I believe it is a different culprit.
Well, I don't have much expertise when it comes to bugs, so I'm gonna have to bow to your expertise. If you come up with anything, will you let us know? I'm a little curious, I admit.
I agree.
After hearing your evidence, she, for the first time in your lives, you see her be genuine, and she's like, yeah, I think, from what you've told me, I think this warrants me looking into this myself. And she nods and says, well, I only picked you guys for this assignment because I don't really like you, but you guys did well, so good work. I'll make sure to jot this down on your service record.
Are you open to feedback, instructor?
Absolutely not. Goodbye.
Okay.
Actually, can I ask a favor? You wouldn't happen to anything that might help, like, I don't know, a chicken that's been poisoned by venomous and or poisonous centipedes?
She says, oh, is this about poor Anchor Root's chicken?
Yeah, she's pretty broken up about that.
She's like, well, I already gave Shazir the recipe to make centipede anti-venom. 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 Anti-venom.
Shazire.
Alright, I guess we can talk to him. I don't suppose you'd be able to give... We have an alchemist in our group, right?
Correct.
Don't suppose... Wait, do you know how to make anti-venom?
Yes, I do, in point of fact.
Yep.
Oh, cool.
More than one alchemist.
Arashi and I have been studying together. It's very entertaining if you'd like to join us.
Oh, I don't think I have the head for that, but I don't know. She seemed pretty broken up about it. We might be nice to, help her out. I don't know.
I agree wholeheartedly. No reason not to help a friend.
All right. Well, it sounds like we don't need to waste the professor's time any longer, so we take our leave.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And she says,
Yeah.
wait, before you go, take this. 120 experience.
Nice. Yay.
What were we at the start of the session? I don't have a record of that.
We were basically at level 2. Like, it was maybe 100 over.
Yeah,
I forget.
you and Mordan will be at 0.
Okay, so 120. Got it.
Yeah. It was 30 for each sample that you successfully collected.
Question: do we also get EXP from killing that monster bug thingy?
Yeah, let me do that math real quick.
Swarms.
All right. Looks like that's a. They were one level above you, so that'll be 120.
Okay.
For 2.
Plus another 120.
Also, that's 240 total.
My apologies. I'm sorry, I calculated that wrong. Just 180.
Wait. How much was it again?
180.
180. Okay. Hold up. I can't do math.
That's our total?
Yeah, that's the total.
Okay.
Since there's 6 players, I added another centipede, so I'm not gonna.
530. Okay.
Has an in-game time of 1 hour passed since the centipedes?
Yes.
Okay, so we can all do treat wounds again.
I don't need to. Does anybody else still injured?
I need treat wounds, whoever has the highest modifier.
Yeah, I could try to go gather some local herbs and mortar and pestle them.
Wait.
Rub some sap on your bites.
Oh, jeez. I only heal 7. Oh, well.
We could also sleep because it's pretty late, isn't it?
Yeah. We're about to end the session, but before we do, Madoon wanted to help Anchor Root's chicken out.
Yeah, though my character would have no idea how to go about doing that, because she mentioned that he already had anti-venom, right?
Yeah.
Mott will happily give some of his prepared anti-venom to Madoon to give to Anchor Root.
Alright, do you have another spare elixir of healing? That might, I don't know, doesn't that give a bonus on?
It does, yes. Absolutely.
I think she wants some cash too. Got any money?
Unfortunately, I spent all of my money on ingredients for potions, so...
I'm sure she'd like a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, that's a nice watch.
That's Shazire's department, not mine. If you want spirits.
So,
While I'm gathering those ingredients, I'm gonna go find some choice seeds for the chicken.
Yeah, who is it that pissed her off earlier?
Vin?
Me.
I mean,
Yeah,
most of
so you should come with when we give her stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go after. Let's see if I can find. Nope.
What's up, dude? Man, you're paying me to have these
Mordane will
rolls.
see if he can find some.
Okay.
Anchor Root is Vin's weakness, it turns out.
Yeah, I think
Stay
she
away
might.
from Anchor Root at all costs.
Yeah.
Can Mordane find any?
Yeah, you managed to find a good crop of chickpeas or something. To add to the care package for the chicken.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Now the question is this the most foolish thing I've ever done in a game? No, absolutely not.
alright, so Nairi and Vin are heading over to her room.
Yeah. Did somebody else want to come?
Oh yeah, Mordoon collected the piece, so you're of course welcome to join the party, friend.
Let's all go.
Yeah, I say the whole dang game.
Yeah, let's crowd the person with social anxiety.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll all stand 10 feet apart.
Yeah, social distancing, Gambian style.
All right. I knock on the door. Anchor root?
Yes.
Hi, just checking in on you again. How's your chicken doing?
She's doing all right.
Alright, we collected some things. Thought, I don't know, that might help me and the rest of the study group. Dorm mates, whatever, one another.
She pokes her head out the door to see everybody in the hallway. She's like,
Yeah,
ducks her
sorry.
head back in.
So let us know if there's anything you could do, or anything we can do. I feel kind of bad. You seem, I don't know, a little broken up about your chicken's health, and I understand that. So if you need me to, like, I don't know, lift something or
Sure. All right, for this generous gesture, I'll let you make a diplomacy check. You get
I have to
plus.
make that. Ugh.
You're the one talking. You get +2 for having a tool to aid you, and I'll give you another +2 for, I don't know, the whole package seems good. So if you're going with a +4.
So still probably not gonna be great.
Oh my lord!
That's a 12.
I
I
thought
don't.
diplomacy, not charisma, right? Diplomacy.
I'm untrained.
Oh.
It feels like it's hero point time.
Yeah, I think it
I've
is.
never gotten any of those.
Oh, you start with
Oh, you start with 1.
Oh, then yeah, I would totally spend 1. Can I get an assist from people? Is that a thing?
I will throw a diplomacy assist.
Yeah,
your
the
way.
DC is like 20.
Can we all diplomacy?
I think only one person can do it. So Mont gives a +1. So
All right. So if I still get a +4, that's 17 plus whatever Mott's assist is.
18 total.
Yeah. So
All right.
All right. So with this team effort, with tools and a hero point, you are able to. She's, she nods her head. She takes it, and she's like, "No one's ever thought of me like this before. Thank you so much." And she goes from hostile to unfriendly.
She was hostile? What the actual fuck, guys?
He crit failed twice.
Oh, is she hostile to all of us, or just only Vin?
It's mostly Vin, I
Definitely
think.
Vin, but
Yeah.
you guys stink.
Yeah.
Is she hostile to all of? Wait. What?
Listen,
No, that tracks.
we've all attached ourselves to Vin socially. Where he falls, we all fall.
Yeah, she'll probably be a little nicer to you guys, but she's like, I still know they hang around with that guy.
I'm like, Vin, you are banished from Anchor.
All right.
You know you're only going to make him want to be her friend more.
So,
I started out wanting to be your friend.
I'm trying, man.
Is Anchor gonna be part of the Mean Girls Club because she hates us?
That'd be so fun. She's there, Addie. Yes.
No, I don't know if I got cut off. How's retraining work? Because there's been downtime, like, in this adventure path, right? Like, that's the thing that comes up?
Right.
Can I retrain medicine, which apparently is covered, into diplomacy, which apparently I have to roll a bunch?
Yeah, let me look real quick.
You don't have to roll it. But we like it when you do. I just got trained in it.
Yeah,
I just rolled a natural 1.
the big thing about diplomacy is because it covers like all positive social interactions, it just happens to come up a lot in a lot of Pathfinder adventure paths.
Yeah, so there's after the session there'll be more downtime, so yeah, you can.
All right. Can I switch that over now, and we'll just remember if it comes up again before the session ends?
Yep. All right, so you go ahead and do that, and look at that. Didn't come up. Session's over.
All right.
Go home. As I turn this over, you guys get your experience. That's great. You guys get 15 gold each for your monthly student allowance. So it's been 3 months.
Okay.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Yay, money.
It didn't come up at all because I didn't have Callisto participate, but I bought some barding for Callisto.
Oh, you got her
awesome.
cool outfit?
Just a little bit of light armor.
Nice.
You.
In addition to all of that, now that time's starting to pass, you guys also, in addition to your downtime, other things open up to you as well. So I'm showing this to you right now. So during downtime, you also get the option to study, cram, or do practical research. So those are things to consider in the week before next session for what you guys might want to do.
Awesome. Well, I think the important thing for me is going to be to get a good night's rest. So thank y'all for playing. This was a lot of fun. And I will catch you all next week.
Yeah, see you next week.
Totally.
Ciao.
So, what's the rules for buying stuff? Do you have to be in a city, or would you just buy stuff?
There's a shop on campus that has everything level, all consumables level 5 and below. So yeah, you can just there's a shop available.
Yeah,
to you.
and we're just outside of Natembu.
Yeah, you're ingested by the city of Nantambu, so you're
Natembu, that's what it's called.
so you can shop. It's no problem.
Okay.
Are there rune shops nearby too that we could possibly buy stuff?
Rune shops, yeah.
Rune shops. RUNE.
You're gonna sell that awful feather token for something better.
Maybe.
I imagine you could probably just do that at the school.
Yeah. Yeah, just start next week. Let me know if you've purchased anything. That'll be
I'm
that.
still super amazed that she was hostile.
Really hated us.
I think
Oh
she was
my
like
God.
Anchor Root's version of hostile.